The Filthy Show has extremely explicit content. It is not intended for children, adults, or anyone really, especially retards without a sense of humor. If you offend easily, please fuck off now. All right, welcome to The Filthy Show, guys. Very fun episode today. This won't be coming out on 9/11, but today is 9/11, so happy 9/11, boys.
Oh, what a beautiful day.
I hope
silence.
I hope everybody gets what they asked for today. If you're good, Brown Santa flies presents right into your fucking house.
Osama bin Laden will leave presents under the 9/11 tree.
Yeah, he flies a couple more presents into a field in Missouri, so that's nice. My co-host, as always, is the sweaty hump of fatness, Chris Rees, big fat, beautiful man.
Oh, thank you.
Who I've always said is less attractive.
A real
than
compliment sandwich, that one.
I mean, yeah, he's a good looking guy, but I've always said I'm better looking. We're both repulsive men, but I still think I'm slightly better.
No one agrees with that.
No way, not even.
Nobody agrees.
Not even close.
Nobody agrees, but I'm clinging to it.
I'm sure, yeah. I couldn't even give you like the more like I'm the rugged.
No,
I'm the rugged.
Well,
here's the
I'm the fixer-upper guy, or
He's
you
always-
drive a truck or something. This is
He looks like a dirty rug in
he's
your
always
grandma's
kind of
house.
been better looking,
Yeah,
but he's
yeah.
gotten better looking since then, and I've gotten worse.
Yeah.
I
I still
look like
have youth on my side. I'm still younger.
I look like a warlock who's been alive for too long.
You look like bong water came to life. Or something. It's like
But I have stories, so that's all that really matters. I got a lot of fun bong water stories.
Yeah, convictions. You got convictions.
Bong water would be a great like stage name. For,
Bong
like,
water.
Like some kind of stoner black comic. Give it
Yeah,
up
well,
for bong
first
water.
Bong water
If you have a
Jones.
nickname, you better be black for sure.
Yeah. Or like super white, or like white but grew up in a super black neighborhood. That's the only.
Yeah, I guess.
Fuck yeah. Well, our guest today, all the way from Ireland. Give it up for Colum Tyrrell.
What's up?
Came here directly from Ireland, right?
Yep. Shout out up the ra. Fuck the king.
Were you here in America in 9/11? Or are you still out there?
No.
Hell yeah.
No, I was. No, I never even heard of the Twin Towers until they were gone. You know,
I think that's the whole
It's
thing.
like when a celebrity dies and you go, "Wait, who was that?" And then you listen to their back catalog and you're like, "Actually, that was pretty good."
Yeah, the Twin Towers are like the Bill Hicks of buildings. Underappreciated until they got fucking blasted into oblivion.
I'd say, yeah, and a lot of copycats, a lot of bad copycats.
a lot of shitty buildings.
No, I remember coming home from school and my ma was in the garden doing some sort of flowering. She was gardening
Some kind of
anyway.
Irish
And then she goes, go in and look at the news. A plane crashed into the first Twin Tower.
That was
or something.
in Ireland or that was in America?
No, this is in Ireland.
They cared?
I guess so. It was
Everyone
I guess
cared.
it was like a news. Oh no, I'm pretty sure 2 planes had already crashed at that point because the first one. I don't think it was international news for the first one. Then the second one was like,
makes sense.
okay. So then I went in and watched it, and we got to see it. We were there. We got to see it fall on TV. which
That's
was
pretty badass.
Pretty solid. Yeah.
I missed that on that.
Yeah. Saying you were there is pretty good, like live.
Getting to
Even
see
though I
it.
wasn't there in Manhattan to really appreciate it, you know.
It's probably much better than being there. Because being there, you probably were running from dust.
It's like being at a football.
There's a lot of
Debris
there's
and
a lot of
dust
running
just
from
chasing.
dust.
Yeah,
That's what all the
yeah.
videos look like. People just freaking the fuck out.
Burkas falling
hiding
from
in
the sky.
delis.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's like watching sports at home. You get like the replays, you get the angles, you get the commentary.
Oh, yeah.
When you're there, when you're actually at 9/11, it's not this. It's
No, it's like watching a sport you don't even know what the sport is and you don't know why it's happening and it's just really scary.
Colum, you seem so giddy describing this experience.
It was exciting.
a good time
hey,
for
we
you.
all look for everyone
I'm
that
just
didn't die.
saying.
It was a very exciting time.
Yeah, I was 2 years old. I don't remember it at all.
I was
you're only
in-
2.
Yeah.
I was
Wow.
in 3rd grade, so probably what like.
I
8
wish I
years
remembered
old.
it.
But I just remember them being like a plane flew into a building, and I was like, oh.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, that's really funny. If it was a modern day 9/11,
There'd be
after
so
that
many
first
memes.
plane, there would have been just a million TikToks of like, "Wow," and then another plane went in, and they went, "Oh, this ain't no laughing matter."
Yeah, there'd still be some bruh. A couple of
Yeah,
those
shout
in-
out to 9/11, 11/9, where I'm from.
Have you seen those videos of like that New York like portal thing, like the going from Ireland to
Oh, that was a
yeah,
lot
you
of
guys,
fun.
you guys
The
rule
American
on
girls
that.
are just showing
that was a
tits.
real mismatch. That
Yeah.
was
Oh yeah, we were ready
you guys
for
were
the
all like,
fire.
"This is fun," giving the flipping
Showing
the bird and
tits,
stuff.
and then just showing 9/11 videos.
Or a guy with the coke. Did you see the guy with the coke?
That's awesome.
The guy went up to the thing, just a big huge shovel of coke, and put it up to the thing, turns around to the crowd, and everyone goes nuts.
It's got to be a big bump if you're gonna do it across the
Yeah,
fucking
for
country.
sure.
You can't go up there with some tiny.
But
bump.
that almost became almost like a viral like meme thing to do that at crowds. So remember fuck around the pussy. Like there was a kind of an Irish English version of that where it's when there's big crowds of men, you
blow?
You stand up and you shovel a coke and rip it up your nose, and the girl goes, whoa.
That's badass. It's so much better than fuck her right in the pussy. What's your guy? We got an old guy that says fuck her right in the pussy. What do you guys? I rail blow, and everyone cheers.
That's badass. Is the blow in Ireland good?
No, I don't think blow's good anywhere.
It's probably not even blow. It's probably just flour that they found.
I think it's dentist shit that just makes your teeth go numb.
That's pretty cool.
But I don't know. I feel like every time I've done coke, I've just been like, this is shit. Coke to me is just different levels of bad. It's like this one's less bad than all the other ones.
Closer you get to Mexico, the better it is. I don't know if that goes for California, but I know that goes for Texas because we went to Laredo and we got a guy drove across the border and came back with it for us.
Okay,
and brought it to us, and it was crazy how much we got for the small amount of money we gave him.
Where was this?
Laredo, Texas.
It's like right in the border?
Yeah, and it was a sketchy situation because I was doing a show and I made jokes about doing blow, and the guy was just like, hey, if you give me $80, I'll bring you back more blow than you've ever gotten for $80. And I was like, I mean, that's a big gamble, but
I'm happy to
going
just let
for
him.
it.
I'm happy to be ripped off with that.
Yeah, I was like, it's not a crazy.
If you never came back, you go, all right.
Well, we had a group of guys, so it was more like $20 each. So it's like,
God.
we're all out 20, or we get a massive amount of cocaine back.
But is that shit all like uncut? Like,
well,
like,
dude, when he brought it
they
back,
talk about 80s uncut coke. Like,
he brought it
where
back,
is that?
and we did it, and I felt like I had never done cocaine before.
Wow.
When we did it. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what have I been doing?
What a nice feeling for a few minutes.
Yeah, but then
what a euphoric feeling for a little tiny amount of time.
I won't name the comedian, but it really pissed me off because we were supposed to stay the night there, and they had a condo for us, like a really nice place that we could have stayed, but the guy who drove us down there was like, well, I have a show tomorrow at 8 p.m., so I don't want to like be driving home early tomorrow. I'm like, 8 p.m. is not early.
That's crazy. That's reasonable.
That's like a really late
5-hour drive,
yeah,
right?
it's 4.
So then you were coked up on a car ride home?
Not only that, but you have to go through a checkpoint. And he was scared of driving through the checkpoint with it, so he made me chuck it into a trash can. He wouldn't let me bring it with him.
You didn't even fucking hoover it down?
Yeah, then you know how the checkpoint went? We drove up, they saw we were all white, we said we were comedians, and they said, go right through.
Funny thought of just snorting it all real quick before the checkpoint.
That's what I thought about doing, but then I was like, then I'm just going to have a massive panic attack while we're driving home.
Well, I heard of I know a comedian in Canada was dropping a headliner back. He's driving them across the border from like Toronto down to whatever the fuck.
That's a really hard border cross. That's like one of the hardest ones.
Is it? Yeah, but they were driving there, and then next thing you know, he was the comedian was like, "Oh, I've got a bunch of drugs." on me.
He just told him right before
he's
they
like,
went
"Oh,
through.
we go through a thing." He's like, "Yeah, I've got a bunch of drugs," and they were like, "What?" So they pulled over and they threw it all in a bush. And he drove through, and then on the way back, the guy said he pulled over and ran and grabbed it or something.
Oh, that's nice.
That's pretty cool.
That's a solid little technique.
Yeah, I mean, I know where this is in Laredo. You guys want to go look? You guys,
I'm sure
you got about 11 hours today.
I would go just wait. Yeah, just play the waiting game.
I would go just to find that same guy again and just buy it.
Yeah.
Now that I know how easy the checkpoint is. Not that I would ever smell
You're just
drugs.
going up to random Mexicans going, "Hey, were you the guy who sold me coke?"
Are we taking a Laredo trip today?
It was fun.
I want to go to a place. I think is it called Beaumont? What's the place that's right on the border, as south as you can go?
There's
it's like
McAllen.
Maybe it's Beaufort, is it?
McAllen, Texas is one of them. There's El Paso is right on it. When we stayed in El Paso in our hotel, you can see
Beaumont,
Texas. That doesn't look like.
Is that it? Beaumont, Texas. Yeah, that's the place.
There's a lot of big towns.
Beaumont, Texas is like has like 90% Mexicans or something.
Oh,
it's
so,
like,
well, that's most places in Texas.
maybe it's not Beaumont. It's much more further south.
San Antonio's like that too. Well, we went to El Paso. El Paso is probably the biggest city in Texas that is pretty much all Mexican, and they're like Mexican.
El Paso.
It was a dope city.
It was. We had a great time, but it's
I'm
cool because
sure.
when we were in our hotel, you look out the window and you just see all of Mexico, and it's just crazy how much all the houses are crammed together. It's just such a massive difference. You can see like this side is Texas, this side is Mexico, and the side that Mexico.
You can definitively see the difference.
It's just such a massive difference. It looks like a carnival.
Wow.
It looks like a.
Yeah, but one of those border towns would be fun to head down to.
Well, we were having a
McAllen.
great time with all these Mexican comics, and they're like, "Yeah, go to Juarez. It's not as scary as everyone says it is." And then when we started being like, "All right, we're gonna go," they're like, oh, you're actually gonna go?
Oh, we were kidding.
They changed so quick when they saw that we were actually gonna go. They're like, maybe not. If you only go before like 2 p.m. It gets pretty bad after 2. I'm like, that's early.
But it's so easy to just accidentally go there.
Yeah, because you can drive right in. They don't give a fuck about going in. It's coming back that's the problem. Like, you could take a wrong turn in El Paso and you're in Mexico, and then you see the line to get back in. It's like 100 cars.
No.
And you're like, oh, well, here's an hour to 2 hours of my day, and hopefully I have everything I need to get back in.
Yeah, I've always wanted that. I'm saving. I'm gonna definitely next time I do San Diego, I'm gonna organize just like a tag on a Tijuana.
You've never been to Mexico before?
I've been to Mexico City.
That's nice.
Really nice.
That's
actually
really nice.
I didn't expect it to be as fucking good as well. It's an incredible place.
That's got to be the nicest part of Mexico. Yeah, well, it doesn't feel like you're even in.
Obviously, I went to the white parts. Let's be honest. We went to the nice,
don't be crazy,
artistic-y place. We went and watched that dumb bitch Frida's house. You know, do you ever see
Frida? I know
Frida. You know Frida, right? Famous talk about women can't do art, right? I'm sorry we gave you one.
Can you look up some Frida art?
The Frida is the most fucking push diversity hire in the history of anything.
Yeah.
She's the fucking Paris Hilton of our generation, and everyone clings on as if she's like some fucking genius.
Yeah, this sucks.
She stinks.
This isn't good at all. My daughter does better shit than that.
I know she was crippled or whatever, but who gives a fuck?
Yeah, why was she crippled?
I can tell what are her hands broken?
She had two things. Two things are wrong with her. I think she was born with like scoliosis, and then she was also in a terrible scoliosis. That was her
scoliosis, Mexican, two handicaps.
2 things wrong.
No, scoliosis was her twin sister. So and then she was in a car crash and got like gored or something with some shit to her body.
Wow, what a dumb dude.
I think she invented the corset, which is pretty cool, I guess. But other than that, it's like you research it, and she was like, oh yeah, she was an artist, and you're like, how? It's like, oh, her parents were like diplomats for the government. They were translators, so they made fucking hundreds of thousands a year.
So that's why.
Back then, to be an artist, that's just kind of what you did as a rich cunt.
Did they not
it was like the way social media stars like Paris Hilton now is like a singer or an influencer. Still what it is.
Any artists, like actors, musicians, you backtrack any of them, it's like, oh, rich parents, producer parents.
They're kind of just killing time. And she has a nice little garden, and I get it. That was impressive that she had a garden. But talk about the most overrated nothing.
She had a garden?
No, she built this garden that was supposed to be like the perfect, like, you know, zen calming garden, and in the 1910s in fucking Mexico that was great. Hey, come over to my garden. There's no fucking shootouts.
There's no food in Mexico. That's the only food you can get.
Yeah, it's like, but now we have Pizza Hut and fucking high definition television.
The Domino's right down the street. Who gives a fuck about that?
But everyone else was dying on the street, and then she's like, no, she's a genius. It just didn't make any sense to me. And I'm with dumb bitches crying about how great she was. And you go, all right, great, you have one Mexican woman ever. And realistically, she was only put. This is also another theory that I'm not sure about. But in the 70s, I believe like maybe the MoMA or one of the major museums in America had like it was all just white dudes essentially. So then they had a push for diversity. So then they just like found her and gave her this big huge marketing push. And then suddenly, like they literally were just like, it was like in Rocky. When Apollo Creed is like, find me someone, he's flipping through a catalog. You go, get me this fucking guinea.
She's the Rocky of the art world.
She's the Rocky of the art world.
Yeah, but then Rocky was eventually very successful and talented.
I'm just talking about that one scene.
Just the upcoming. Yeah.
Just the one. I didn't think about this analogy. No, I didn't iron it out. I'm sorry.
This bitch is one scene of Rocky. That's all she's fucking got.
You said that out loud in the garden? Wait, what? And she has that ugly unibrow.
Yeah, and she's dumb as hell.
Well, she embraced the unibrow, which I like when people embrace their ugliness, you know what I mean?
Why can't she just shave it?
I do in my best. It just feels good to be seen.
Adam's more attractive than her, dude.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm so ugly to the point where like a girl's like, it'd be crazy if I fucked that guy.
Yeah,
like no one would expect that.
Yeah,
and then he wouldn't either. Well, I don't cheat on my wife, and it's insane to see.
Batting them away, huh?
No, actually.
Well, it takes so much effort, I guess.
That's the thing. It doesn't, but it does happen sometimes. And the look on their faces, especially if they're like pretty attractive, is insane. It's not better than having sex with them, I'm sure, but it's like a decent.
It's up there.
It's up there. It's close. Because for me to be like, nah, that's all right. They're like,
it's tough.
Why?
It's tough too because then you don't get to like you can't bring that home and go, hey, just so you know.
Oh, I have in fights.
You have,
and it does not work.
No, I would never. But I would just go, just so you know, there's women that are so much hotter than you want to fuck me, and I said no because of you.
Yeah.
You right? So fucking make that sandwich.
Fuck yeah. I could have disappointed the hell out of that woman, and I didn't for you.
I could have given her 5 pumps and an apology.
She would have regretted it so much more than she expected to regret it, but
Anyway,
she didn't get to do that.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. But no, you got to pretend as if you're like whenever you leave the house, no other woman wants you. Because it's your fault for some reason.
I feel like it. Yeah, way more women wanted me once I had a woman, and I didn't try to get any women. Now it's like they try way harder. Now I don't care. I mean,
and
Chris,
the second you get divorced, they'd be gone.
Yeah,
they scurry like fucking cockroaches.
Yeah, I'm gonna go call all the ones I rejected.
Yeah,
hey, like 7 years ago at a Denny's,
I think we were vibing. Were we vibing one night?
We were having a hot vibe. Chris is an entirely different animal. When he was single, there was like an attractive woman that wanted to ask him to have drinks with her after a show, and he was like, "I already have plans to get Quiznos and go watch a movie with my buddy Adam, so I can't. I'm sorry, I can't go."
Legend. Hell yeah.
Yeah, then I realized Quiznos doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, was that the problem?
No, I think we went to Sonic.
She goes, at least come up with a good excuse.
At least go to Sonic.
Yeah,
dumbass.
I'm gonna go to Blockbuster with my friend.
I'm gonna go get some jalapeno poppers.
Hell yeah, rejecting a woman's great.
It's fun. Rejecting women is fun, and calling hot women fat is the best thing in the world.
The skinnier the better when you call them fat.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Yeah, there was one time a girl came up to me after a set at Mothership, and she's like, "Your set was horrible." I was like, "Yeah, fat girls usually don't like my stuff for some reason."
It's so fun.
And she's like, "What? Excuse me?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, it's something about like my comedy and fat girls. They just don't vibe with it for some reason." And she's like, "I'm not fat at all." I was like, "Okay."
All right. Well,
I just walked away. It's funny because she's probably about 90 pounds, if that. She was tiny.
But you knew it ate at her.
So a little chunky.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she could stand to lose.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, don't give up.
Yeah, calling skinny girls fat is awesome because it can cause a disease.
Exactly.
And there's not a lot of things you can do, like insult-wise, that causes a disease to somebody.
You call them fat, the next hour they're shoving 2 fingers down their throat.
Next thing you know, she's texting her ex because of you. That's not a bad one. Well, you're famous now. This podcast is going to end. You just did Kill Tony, KT.
Yeah. Also, very funny.
Do you think you were retarded enough?
I fucking not at all. What sucks for me is like I'm just retarded enough to the point where people are like, "Oh, this guy's a fucking idiot. He sucks."
I saw the set. You had a good set.
Not retarded enough to become a regular. Funny enough, another completely different woman that night said I was horrible as well. Like, but she was actually fat.
Oh,
and so I just said the same thing. I was like, "Well, that's cool. You're the fattest woman who's ever called me horrible. So you've got a new record going on."
You are ready to.
Well, because it happens all the time. Women are so mean to me after my sets. I 100% get it. By the way, because like my comedy, I know what it is, and I know women are too dumb to realize that like I'm joking.
Yeah,
so in their heads, they feel like I'm attacking and like being a really bad person.
Yeah,
there's hints of that, but
I think there must be a lot of men that also don't like your act, but I'm saying they just don't say it. You know what I mean? Like no, because
they don't care enough to say it too.
Yeah,
women
have this weird fucking hero complex where they have to chime in the middle.
People care about their words.
They squawk in.
Well, it's white women specifically because I've never had any issues with any of the other ones.
I did have a black woman save me once when I was bombing my ass off, and it was actually more insulting than anything else anyone else said. So I was doing a show, and then there was just these women in the front, these chicks who were like, they just would not stop talking. 2 front row, like early 20s kind of college girl, and they kept talking, and I was like, you have to stop talking. She's like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I was like, no, this is over now. Stop saying anything. She's like, okay, well, I'm really sorry. And then I was like, no, you don't realize what's going on. And then I decided my act again, and then she chimed in again, and then I said something like, I've never been more homesick than when I wanted to punch a woman in the face. Something like that.
Great.
And then there was another person in the crowd started shouting at me. Some random dude starts on their behalf. Oh, it's a terrible set, obviously. And then there was a black woman and then she's like, shut up, y'all. She's like, we paid in to hear him speak, not you speak. She goes, go ahead, man. And then she goes, he's doing his best. And it was like so insulting.
That's a nice woman, though.
She goes, he's doing his best up there. She goes, go ahead, darling. And I was like, thanks. That hurt more than anything else.
Also, solid black woman.
That's
voice.
a good black woman. The thing is,
doing his best
when black women are good, they're good. But when black women are bad, they're real bad.
I've never faced the wrath. I'm a good boy.
When I dated a black woman,
whoa,
yeah, for a year and a half. have.
What?
It was awesome. It was probably one of the best times of my life. And not even because of her.
100th time he brought it up.
First off, her brothers were awesome.
Nice.
And it's awesome to have like...
As in her actual brothers or
Yeah,
just
well,
the friends?
her brothers were not cool. Those
Oh,
guys were
no,
crazy.
of course, yeah.
But no, her brothers, like, it's so cool to like have 3 black guys that... And I wouldn't really say they considered me family, but like it was... close. I was going to all their family events and stuff and hanging out. So they had my back on
Going to a
shit.
cookout?
Yeah, you can do
Showing
anything
up
you
at your
want.
unseasoned chicken?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I heard more potato salad jokes than you could ever imagine.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
in
yeah.
and that circuit. I'm like, you guys are better than this.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Like, make some other references. God damn. But yeah, when you got 3 black guys that are like really cool with you, it's almost like having a superpower. You can do whatever you want. You really can't just go fuck with Asian people and they'll beat them up for you. They were already gonna anyway. They don't like the Asians at all.
Did they give you the pass? Did they give you a pass?
Honestly, yeah, but I've never said it like in a slang way ever. I've never been that kind of person. But I've said this on the podcast before. When I went to an all black high school, when you would mention the word, you didn't say the N word. You just said the word. It was never really an issue at all unless you were like being like, "Hey, you're a jungle N word."
Did Ireland have any fun slurs for black people that wasn't the N word?
No, never happened particularly good, I don't think. There's you can Google this, and the Gaelic for black guy is like on far dove.
And far
dove like is a black man.
Fart dove?
Far
dove.
So it'd be FAR or FIR traditionally, but I don't know the Irish language is very confusing.
There's a lot of
dove is the word for black, so black man far dove.
Far dove.
So you would say that almost like trying to like
Yeah, I mean,
go
here
check
too,
out the
if-
fur dove down the end of the
Get out of here, you dirty fur dove.
Black man can
Kinda like
also
that.
be pretty like aggressive here too.
Yeah, but
there's
I-
a black man.
But
over
I'm
there.
surprised we don't have some really good like old, where it translates to like dirty face or
Well,
something.
there's not
you
a
know?
lot.
Like I'm surprised we don't have that truly.
Mudman.
Can you Google that if there's like Irish Gaelic?
Tar man.
So Gaelic is the right terminology. Yeah,
But you guys
Gaelic
don't-
Gaelic slur for black man.
You
I
don't
know
have black people there, right?
too many.
Really?
That's an old joke.
There's
Like
4?
7?
No, there's a bunch. There's a heap of them now.
Right.
We
Oh,
didn't
nice.
have immigrants now, but now we have them.
Interesting.
Coming up with fear dove.
Yeah,
Fair
just
enough.
fair enough. Yeah, but when I grew up, all the immigrants were like fresh off the boat, so they were like
from
they all
yeah.
had accents and stuff.
no.
And now when I go home, it's all of those people have their kids, and all their kids are grown up. So it's like. It's for me. It's still a little kind of you'll see like one of every race in a little group hanging out at a mall. And for me, I was like, whoa, because that wasn't my generation.
Any famous black Irish people? It's the guy from Thin Lizzy.
Thin Lizzy, yeah.
I think wasn't Bernie Mac pretending to be Irish in a movie?
Thin Lizzy first, yeah. But Thin Lizzy first black guy my mother ever saw.
Oh, yeah?
that's
He's
cool.
great. What's his name?
Like in
Phil
person?
something?
Yeah, Phil Lynott. Yeah, she was like 12
best-
years old.
Did it freak her out a little bit?
She was 12 years old working at a store, and he walked in. And all the staff were like, "Oh my God, it's that fucking black guy!" And we all had to go over and look, and they were like, "Look at his hair! What the fuck? Look
at that fur
They
dub.
were- Yeah, but like
fair
this.
dub.
So she was born in probably the 60 something. So this was like whatever. Like
Wow, that's
like,
crazy.
So she like to remember the first time you saw a black guy must be crazy.
I don't know if I can remember.
I
mine.
grew up, half my family were
Yeah,
black.
I've been
I grew
around
up,
black people.
There you go. See, yeah.
mostly.
But like Ireland was such a rare
Yeah.
thing that they literally saw the hair and was like, "What the fuck?
Oh no!
What's going on?
Everyone run!
My black uncle taught me how to swim.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's like a little. Sounds like a Seinfeld.
My
joke.
white uncle taught me how to rape.
My white uncle taught me how to hate my black uncle.
My Asian uncle taught me how to make COVID. How to ruin the fucking country.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably did that, but that's
But
fun.
there's loads of immigrants there now. Apparently, it's a bit of an issue amongst some people.
Oh yeah, if an American moves there, do you think people are mad about that, or they don't give a
An
fuck?
American? No,
Yeah.
no one gives a fuck.
Probably good for them, right?
105 Irish
People just
slang
want
words.
people hate. Also, I feel like a lot of people in Ireland are kind of just there is this mentality of we're full.
I get
And
that.
it's like
Well,
not
it's
even
small,
and,
right?
and when
Isn't it
the
really
and-
small?
and immigrants keep coming over, and as far as I can tell, it's like not that hostile towards them because they understand there's like almost a difference of like this isn't your personal problem, but there's an argument in the country that it's like the locals aren't getting any help at all. There's a homeless problem. Meanwhile, like refugees and stuff are getting all these big huge hotels to stay in and all this type of shit.
If there's anyone that understands hostility towards immigrants, it's the Irish.
Yeah, but
Nobody
that's the
wants
problem. Toward
refugees,
the Irish are
like-
so immigrants that it's
Yeah.
like it's very fucking. it's what you call it, hypocritical of us to be like
Yeah.
anti-immigrants.
We did not like the fucking Irish.
Yeah, you guys came in pretty hot.
We fucking won you
Yeah, you
over, bro.
guys.
We got we fucking
I think Conor
two
McGregor.
generations. We got the White House, bro.
They have goofy dances. It's nice.
We had the White House.
I think
and then
Conor
you
McGregor
killed
really
it.
turned the tide for you guys.
In which way? Good way or bad way?
That's good. Everyone liked Irish people for a little while. Saw a lot of Irish flags, I feel like, when he was at his...
Everyone loves the Irish. Everyone loves the Irish. No, there's no anti-Irish sentiment.
You don't really see it anymore. It seems like it was pretty hard.
I like how we
that
distance
for a
ourselves
while.
from Biden. Biden was like,
Is he Irish?
yeah, he kind of claimed the
I'm the
Irish
same
shit.
way, 'cause I'm
they all
also-
claim the Irish shit, by the way.
I'm also a... So I'm just like...
oh, yeah.
You know, not all are like that guy.
Yeah,
like, some
yeah,
of us
yeah.
are pretty good.
You don't. He's not your guy.
No, he's not my
Is Trump your
pedophile.
guy? Didn't Trump go to Epstein's Island?
Probably.
Wasn't he on the logs?
I don't have a guy. I don't care about politics. I think everyone's stupid. Like
For
everyone's
sure.
like, I guess the debate was last night. Everyone's like, Kamala kicked his ass. I'm like,
Oh, was there
who
a debate
cares?
last night?
Like neither one is a good choice.
I just saw one. Yeah, of course. This is the issue too with this fucking dumb fucking country. Is that
but that's what it is now.
it's
too.
such
It's
a
like,
big talking point for such an irrelevant fucking kind of
well, it's
thing.
like black woman versus celebrity. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
now
It's
what
like
our
Celebrity
politics-
Deathmatch.
for
Remember on
sure,
MTV?
100%.
It really is.
Yeah, it's gonna get to the point where it's like TikTok star
I
versus
know.
dead midget.
Yeah, it's
Who
gonna-
will
yeah.
win?
Jake Paul versus that
Jake
guy
Paul-
from Game of Thrones.
Jake Paul could definitely win.
Yeah, maybe.
As long as the guy he's running against is a 47-year-old retired MMA fighter, he's going to become president in less than one round.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I did see that one clip of Trump, and it's like they're eating the dogs, which was
Who's eating the dog?
the immigrants. He said these immigrants are coming in. They're eating the dogs. They're eating our pets. And it's like just so funny.
Well,
It might
here's
be-
the thing, I
might
didn't-
be the funniest drop of all time. I didn't see
know.
a single thing else. Again, I haven't heard one of these cunts talk about policy in years. I haven't heard them mention the intricacies of fucking the Fed or anything. It's literally just he's bad. She's a dumb
immigrants are
bitch.
eating
Well,
our
everything,
dogs.
They're stealing
everything,
our pets. Fluffy will be eaten for dinner.
everything I've heard about last night, people are like, Kamala was way funnier.
Who gives a
I'm like,
fuck?
do we want, is that good? Do
Yeah,
we want
yeah,
the
yeah.
president to be
Also,
funnier?
don't lie
I
to
saw a lot
us.
of funny chicks on stage too.
Yeah. Oh, she's so funny.
Is she? She's probably fucking win a new act competition.
She's the least funny. I'd probably bang Hillary before I bang Kamala.
Really?
It's just a better story. Not like attraction wise. I just think it's funnier to be like I put down Hillary Clinton rather than saying I banged
Hill
Kamala
dog?
Harris.
No, I
Oh,
definitely.
you're the old Hill dog.
I'm going for the old Ebony.
Kamala's more attractive, but
Yeah.
I
Oh,
just
yeah.
think
Well,
you respect Hillary Clinton? a
let's
little
see how
more,
the
boy?
election goes. If she wins, I'm going.
That's pretty hot.
I'm going
Yeah.
president.
You
I'm
gotta-
going any president, Trump or her. That doesn't matter.
You rather fuck Trump over Kamala?
that's funnier.
That
That's
is
way
funnier.
funnier. It just comes out. Colum Tyrrell fucked Donald Trump, or he fucked you. What's funnier? I think if he fucked
I
you.
like to think about Donald Trump sucking Colum's cock.
I don't know if I would. I honestly don't think it would be funny enough
It'd be funny.
Hey, not- hey, Colum, not for you.
This is funny. Donald
For
Trump.
us.
to be bent over by Trump. And
No,
kissed.
Donald Trump's sucking your dick, and they kick in the paparazzi, and Donald like looks up, and you're like,
And you're just like,
and he's, you're just rock hard.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty funny.
I'll do it, but I'm wearing my merch. So when there's photos,
tour dates are coming down,
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
everyone would buy tickets to those shows.
See me in Chicago.
Why not? These guys must be all just cracking open prostitutes all the time.
Oh,
right?
Trump parties.
They must just
He
have.
claims he's never drank or done
Oh, Trump-
drugs at all.
well, I know somebody who knows somebody very close that has hung out with Trump, and they said 100% he rails. He rails blow like crazy.
Does he? Yeah.
Well, I know he's like,
Goddamn right.
he
I'm
rails-
sure these rich businessmen from the 80s would like how could you not?
and
be
he does.
fucking-
So what I've heard, this is all. You know,
And he's with Theo
allegations.
Vaughn recently going, what is that? Never heard of it.
He likes to do lines of Adderall.
Okay.
So because he does Adderall anyway, so he likes to just pound it up, and that makes sense. I mean, if you do anything all the time, eventually you got to snort it. It feels
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
I didn't know Adam
I know
had
s-
these
I know-
connections.
I know someone who went to a fucking, there was like a comics party, and there was like a real famous comedian there, and they have a coffee table out, and they're crushing up Klonopin,
Nice.
ripping
dude.
lines.
I
And then
see,
what's
I-
gonna-
Jerry
and then-
Seinfeld?
That's a lot, man.
But then she goes, no, my doctor told me that this is the best way to do it.
It is.
And you're like, okay, all right.
Hey, your doctor was fucking
I know
right.
these like just open lies. Of, no, I have a prescription to crush up my Klonopin.
Klonopin's a wild drug.
I don't
That's
like that
crazy.
kind of shit. I don't
No.
like Klonopin and Xanax and stuff.
I
It's
hate
just-
Xanax.
Well, the thing is, like, if I do drugs, it's to like enhance the experience and have a better time. With that, I feel like you do it and then you just wake up the next morning
It numbs you out.
and other people tell you what happened. I guess some people like that. Like if you just want to go on autopilot for a while.
Yeah, I got to get better out of that. I've just been getting high as a fucking bird every night. Just weed. Oh, just like weed. I just vape so much that like I'm watching a video and then at the end of the video I'll go, what did I just watch? Like I couldn't even tell you.
That's a safe one, though.
I'll watch like a documentary about the dinosaurs and at the end I'll literally be like, I don't know what I watched.
Yeah, you had a good time.
Kinda. I'm just like yeah, but I just numbing myself until I fall asleep. That's all I'm doing.
Those it's the weed pens. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the weed pens are.
Those are so easy to get fucked up on.
Yeah, and then it gets worse and worse and worse. Whereas if you're rolling and smoking a bowl or something, it's like the actual physical effort of doing it will slow you down.
I think that's the best way to do it. Like it's kind of more of an inconvenience. That's the problem with the pen. When I used to work at Walmart like years ago, I had a pen and I'd hit it and then I'd get so high that I forgot that I was high.
Yeah.
And then I'd take the pen out and be like, man, I need to get high. And it's like, oh no, you're high. And now you're triple high.
There's something like when you go, should I hit this pen? And then you go, I think I just hit this.
I absolutely just hit this.
And you go, whoa.
I was so high one time, I took it out while I was talking to my boss and was about to hit it. And then I realized that, and he wasn't really paying attention to me. So luckily I didn't do it. I put it back in my pocket. I was like, I was about to rip into that right now.
Yeah, you got to rip
right in front of this guy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anything that can make your drug habit just a little less convenient is probably a good thing.
I may have talked about doing cocaine too much on Kill Tony. We'll find out. I also mentioned that I had
now you're the coke guy.
A daughter as well.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I have a 5-year-old daughter, and they're like, what have you been up to? I was like, yeah, I was doing cocaine like 5 times a week, so that's pretty fun.
No, it's good. Your rags to rags story.
Rags to dirtier rags.
Slightly less.
Well, honestly, when I went up, I was fully prepared for him to kind of like come at me a little bit. Not in like
Tony?
Yeah, we don't have any issues or anything, but every other time I've been on stage with him, there's always been like a little bit of like, especially my teeth. He always goes
Tony?
deep into my teeth, real hard.
Oh yeah.
Him and David Lucas did that for I'd say a combined hour and 30 minutes when I was hosting Roast Battle at Mothership.
Wow.
There's a whole video of it on YouTube. It is really funny, but it's also for me like it's the first time I had just started working at Mothership. First time I ever hosted a roast battle there. So, it's a big show and trying to make sure everything goes well. And it's just teeth joke after teeth joke. And I'm like, so who do you guys think did better? Like, they both did better than your fucking teeth. And I'm like, yeah, they're bad. You got me.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, I thought it went all right. It was fun.
No, it was good. Well, it was funny because your name I was there just talking to some people. I don't know whatever show I'd just done, but I was about to leave, and then suddenly everyone was like, "Adam, you're up." And then I was like, there was this moment of everyone's like, "Whoa, you got like some child who got adopted," and everyone else in the orphanage is like, "Goodbye, Adam. We'll miss you. Send us photos of your new home and your income.
Yeah, it felt weird.
Enjoy your fan base, Adam. We'll miss you." And all the other little retarded orphans with no legs. No, I hope he comes back and visits us. Everyone's like, bye, Adam. You were like, this is it. This is my moment.
Honestly, for me, it was like it felt like they were more excited than me.
I know.
Oh,
it was
cool!
A
I
big
get to go up. Like,
and then you come out and they're all like, ooh, "That's my boy. Do your 60 seconds, Adam. Prove him wrong. Bring
it home."
But it really is like this. Like I never expected it to become such a big fucking.
Oh, it's huge now.
It's literally the epicenter of comedy now. Is Kill Tony.
Well, it's funny,
and then everything else is around that.
It used to just.
It needs to be
something.
Destroyed. But there should be a second thing. I will say
it'll fall.
No, like I'm not even like criticizing Kill Tony around. It would be nice to have just another option for people to also get famous overnight. Like just some other build up star maker thing
in Austin specifically, because
in Austin here
it is what it is, and I understand why it's as big as it is. And
I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying there needs to be another thing
for Austin. It's tough right now because it's just like it's the Kill Tony town.
It's the Kill Tony town.
So it's every top guy that
it's bigger than fucking Rogan probably
being made. Right? Well, yeah, and they bounce off of each other too, because that's what I've noticed when someone gets big on Kill Tony, they go do JRE and then they talk about Kill Tony. So it probably sends more and more people like back and forth.
Yeah, there's got to be something.
It's a fucking crazy monopoly going on there.
But it's tough. Yeah, it's tough in the scene because it really is like you either get on Kill Tony and get super famous, or you're super famous and you move here. Because other than that,
yeah.
like, but the scene's great, and I think eventually there'll be other routes, and it'll get.
It's fun
bigger,
enough
but-
to run around, get a bunch of spots. There's not many places in the world where you can go do 4 different little spots.
Oh, yeah.
in one night, you know.
And you can do like 4 or 5 like actual audience shows.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, you're just bouncing around, you're doing some shitty bars. You could do 4 shows in a night with at least like 60 to 100 audience members.
Yeah.
And really try, instead of doing open mics all the time when you're like have connections here, you can like try new shit out by doing a guest spot on the show. That's, like, pretty decent.
It's not bad. Look at you've got a good scene. It's busy.
It's good, but there are some really shitty comics that are going to get big.
You got a lot of stank. You got that LA stank though.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people going.
The LA stank. It's so
a lot of status bullshit. A lot of all that kind of gay shit.
Gay as shit.
That's when I noticed
a lot
the
of
turn.
absolute unfunny hacks walking around like they're fucking. They think they're Dane Cook, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, so I've been here since the beginning.
I don't know why that made me laugh so much. You think you are Dane Cook?
Dane
That
Cook
is-
wannabes here.
That is so funny if someone's like, I'm going to be Dane Cook one day.
Well, I guess
It's not a bad goal.
But honestly, though, but maybe I'm just New York probably has that same thing, but because I'm in there and I'm friends with everyone, I
Yeah.
don't realize how
I got to
shitty
imagine
it
New
is.
York's better.
New
But-
York's just a lot more better. Well, everyone is poor.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, there is no status because no one can afford their rent.
But
so
that's the
that's
thing.
why it does come down to how good is your fucking joke.
It's kind of a beautiful thing.
Well, Austin,
Everyone's broke as fuck.
Yeah.
when I first got here, moved here 4 years ago, so there was nothing. There was like 2 open mics and 1 showcase. So I've gotten to see it grow. And
Yeah.
When I got here, it was to the point where people were like, you moved here to do comedy? Like, why the fuck did you do that? Like, that was the mentality I got when I
Yeah.
got here.
Yeah.
So I've gotten to see it grow. And there was a good year, maybe year and a half span where it was so awesome because it was strictly, if you came here and you were funny,
Yeah.
everyone would just boost you up and put you on shows, and that's all it was about.
Yeah.
And there was people, you could come here with 100,000 followers on Instagram, but if you blew ass,
Oh, yeah.
you weren't getting
Yeah.
anything.
Just
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
getting fucked up together,
And then
doing
the
shows
turn-
together.
It's an alcoholic.
Everyone was
fucking-
supporting each other.
It is probably the relapse capital of the world.
Oh my
of
god!
course, yeah.
Every comic that comes here without a problem, gains a problem, and then has to try to either recover from that problem or just embrace that.
This
that's
is
who
my.
they are
I
now.
think this is my first time. I'm hopefully surviving the weekend not drink. I hope the few days. This
Well,
is my
if you keep doing that, you're a faggot. So,
I mean, that's fair. Yeah.
You can't quit drinking.
if you don't
Colum.
want to be a faggot, you should probably relapse.
Yeah. How's your career going?
Bad.
Gotta kill Tony.
But if I keep drinking, I have not built it up at all. You guys are doing it.
We get it.
But yeah, the turn.
As seen on Kill Tony is your bio right
Oh,
now.
God.
I bet you
That's
right now.
other club.
If you open it up on
It
Instagram
already
right
is.
now,
It hasn't
it's already
it hasn't even aired.
it's the photo. Your new avatar is you on stage.
It hasn't even come out yet.
I see it on Kill Tony.
Every day I'm posting, guys, only 2 more weeks.
Yeah,
only
yeah,
one
yeah.
more week in 6 days. Here it comes.
Yeah, you have a countdown clock
Countdown to the change of my life.
till shit changes around here. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Realistically, it's probably
faggots.
like 500 followers on Instagram.
Nah, yeah. Good.
That's good too. I mean, but yeah, there was a real change when there started to be these guys that everyone agreed they weren't funny, but now they're getting booked on these certain shows, or they're like this certain bookers like them, and now it's like, oh yeah, they're funny.
Ah, yeah,
I'm like,
it
but yeah,
happens.
we all agreed they sucked.
They still suck.
But that's every scene.
Nah,
Like,
every scene is like that nowadays too. I don't think there's anywhere that
we had a
be.
good.
At the end of the day, you kind of got to give people. You know, you just book popular people, and it used to
100%.
be that they were on fucking King of Queens or some sort of whatever.
now
So
it's all social media.
now it's
Yeah.
like he slaps random women on the street, and he has a fucking huge YouTube.
Yeah, I
following.
love that guy. Don't get me wrong, that guy rules.
the Slap Brothers.
Yeah, that man on the street.
Slap Brothers
shit.
just added a matinee show on a Wednesday morning, and
This is the guy that asked girls how many guys they fucked.
oh yeah, the body count Bill.
Body count.
Fucking,
Bill,
he was added
Tony.
a Thursday morning show at San Antonio.
We're gonna start doing that with unconscious homeless people.
Oh yeah,
What would you rate yourself 1 through 10?
that's genuinely a funny funny little.
Oh, we're about
show.
to start doing that.
Literally just try interview passed out homeless people. It's genuinely fucking hilarious.
Ma'am.
Just run up and go, guys, what do you think of last night's debate?
Kamala or Trump?
Yeah. What's your body count?
Spiders.
That's so funny. He goes, biggest red flag.
1% of homeless people are voting for Trump. 1% is voting for Kamala. 98% spiders.
Yeah.
So whoever spiders is, they're killing it on the
So
homeless.
funny. That genuinely would make me laugh. Someone interviewing homeless. That's totally immoral and unethical. I would not be a part of it.
What's your
but
body count? She has foam.
First
on
off,
her.
we
just like,
We get 1 million followers. You're probably going to be a part of it.
I would not. I would pretend. We say this now. This would be another Kill Tony situation where I'm pretending to be homeless someday, so I can get a fucking.
I'm the Irish tornado of homelessness.
The Irish tornado is so funny. The Irish tornado.
Yeah, we were talking about Kill Tony that night, and I really like. That's the thing too, is when I'm working Mondays, I just sign up anyway, and then you kind of forget.
Of course, yeah. I should have signed up. I didn't even realize I would have signed up.
It was so many people sign up now, man.
I know,
it's crazy. Because when you look across the street at Poor Choices, that's where they put them down. They've had to house them in so many different
what is
areas.
Poor Choices?
Poor Choices is a bar across the street.
What leads you to be in Austin?
Yeah, pretty much.
Some guy does an open mic in Arizona. We're moving to Austin. It's a gold rush.
Poor Choices.
There needs to be just some comedians out here with signs for the buses of comedians coming in, going, "Go home.
Come here.
Go back to the way you came."
Oh, I always say that. There's so many guys that come here, and I'm like, "How long you been doing comedy?" Like, "Well, I'm gonna start here." I'm like, "That's stupid. Go back." Go back and spend 3 or 4 years in a smaller scene where you can actually like start like getting better and get gigs and do showcases.
Still smaller than LA and fucking New York by fucking miles. You know
it'd be worse. It's less worse than like starting in LA or New York, I think. But it's a tough scene to start in because even if you get great in the next 2 or 3 years, so many other guys are just going to come and leapfrog over you because they have experience.
Sure.
But I mean, they need to go away. The open mic scene here is rough now.
Is it? Yeah.
There's
that's what happens.
There's no connection anymore. There was for a little bit the open mic and like the actual comedy scene, but now there's a huge gap between it. Because if you move here and you're a 6-year comic who's actually done stuff, you'll kind of get grabbed and put into the scene where you like, start to get to do shows and stuff. But the open mic scene, it's being ran by guys who have been in this open mic scene for 3 years because they suck. And then these open micers look up to them because they know everything about doing all the open mics and stuff.
Yeah.
But these guys are like pretty much legitimately schizophrenic.
Yeah. That's what open mics are for. Open mics are kind of just for people who don't have the courage to be fucking crazy on the street. You know what I mean? Like,
they want
you could be the guy who screams at a bus stop, or you could go host an open mic for 30 years, you know?
Hell yeah. Yeah, we have that. We have a couple of open mic
that's natural. It's natural. And then you see all sorts of fucking, you'll have like, just someone who's mentally ill, someone who fucking has a brain damage. You'll see women.
Did you see that?
You have all sorts of fucking real weirdos.
Tell me about it. I would take 10 homeless before one woman. That's so much better. Did you see that video? It went viral a little while ago of a girl rolling around in horse shit on 6th Street.
No.
And that girl was like a regular at all the open mics before that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She's just rubbing horse shit all over her face. And she used to come to the creek for the mics, and she got this dude, the other schizophrenic guy, to suck her toes. It's a good time. We have fun down here.
Yeah.
It's
a cesspool.
It's funny. Yeah, it's such like, it feels like just like, the whole city of Austin to me, especially with comedy, it feels like, like an illegal tailgate. You know what I mean? Where it's like we're pre-drinking before we go into the thing, but we're not allowed to pre-drink here, but we're just on a stand outside some theater before we go see fucking Rage Against the Machine cover band or something.
That's actually a really good way to describe it. It is just a bunch of psychos getting really fucked up. And
it's just, even though you're drinking in a bar, it feels like you're drinking out of a paper bag.
Yeah, like we're not supposed to be.
It feels like that, yeah.
Yeah, it does fit. I mean, most of these people probably shouldn't be drinking.
And everyone I know is sober now. Everyone comes here and then they sober up.
Yeah, it's because when you come here, it's just so easy to get
so easy.
There's so many like places you can hang out until like 4 or 5 a.m.
What's better than just fucking crushing cheap beers at the creek, man?
It rules.
Yeah, I did it in New York. I'll do it here, and when they can't afford the rent here, and I'll follow them to fucking Phoenix or wherever the fuck.
Yeah, when they're in Tulsa, I'm going there.
Wherever they fucking forget, wherever they go, I'm coming. I'm following you to the depths of hell.
So you went to the Creek in the Cave in New York a lot?
Yeah, I used to fucking live there pretty much, yeah. The Creek in the Cave.
This is crazy different, right? That's what everyone says.
That's similar vibes.
Well, bigger.
Still a lot of like scumbags hanging around.
Physically it looks different for sure, but it's the same. There's a bunch of young, irresponsible 20-somethings getting fucked up on like PPRs and shot specials. And
it's a fun place to hang out when you're a young
there's always
comic.
open mics and no one's getting laughs. And then there's shows and sometimes people get laughs. It's it's great. It's a real, true fucking great feel. But also, one thing, would you know, because Rogan's like the mainstream now. Almost like, because he's so big and the star maker, he's become the corporate kind of thing, whether you like it or not. That's the main street. So like, it's nice to have the Creek and then even that other. There's a Velveeta room and stuff.
Velveeta room's old school.
Yeah, old school,
that's
dirty,
been here forever.
fringy stuff. That's kind of what I would gravitate towards too.
Yeah,
I'd rather do
I feel the same way.
I'd rather do a little show there with front of 40 people and be able to.
Well, I mean, I work at Mothership and it's fun being there. I love doing sets there. But at the end of the day, like,
great club.
When I feel like the most comfortable, it's when I come here and hang out. And the shows here are getting great too. I mean, they have a lot of like good house shows here now.
Yeah, I did a show here last time I was in town. It was fucking solid.
Oh fuck
yeah!
Have you done my show on Saturdays? We do it.
I think so.
Night,
yeah. I've done it. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's been fun as hell.
Nice, good stuff. Shout out to the Austin comedy scene.
Yeah, but I mean, it is.
There's a lot of disgusting homeless
chaos.
people.
Yeah.
Would you ever move here? Probably not, right?
No, I'd need to get I would need to get like an invite from someone that matters. I get there's just no reason for me to be here other than
just come hang out a couple days.
I'll come hang out a little bit here and there, but like I would need to get like the blessing from one of the saints. I would have to get one of the many saints.
So
like one of the many saints of Austin would have to reach out and go, hey, you're getting a nod.
You get a fucking
you're getting aid.
You're getting approved to come to Austin.
It's like Shane Gillis show are gonna like me.
Gardini shows up at my door and goes, get changed.
Gardini?
He shows up at my door and goes, get changed. Shane wants to see you.
You've been called up to the big leagues.
He goes, it's happening. It's happening. He goes, today's the day, and I have to do a blood oath and pretend
you
that.
just pick up your suitcases.
It's just a jet waiting for you. Get on the jet.
This thing of ours. They bring me down to a base.
You guys are running under to a helicopter.
Yeah. You just walk in a room and they shoot you in the back of the head. You're like,
that's exactly that would happen.
Oh shit!
You get peshied.
I would get peshied for sure.
You're too much of a problem.
Yeah, I would definitely get peshied.
Yeah, it's been a fun thing.
William Montgomery shoots me in the back of the head.
Oh no!
Yeah, just go in there.
You're fucking dead now.
It's a more honorable way to die.
You'll be great. Just walk in there, sure.
That's a crazy William Montgomery.
I don't know what you're doing.
I like it.
What's yours? I don't really know him too well.
I'm William Montgomery. That's close.
I was idea leader, but we all gave it a go.
We all gotta try.
Can you lob in? Can you lob in, or you just want to watch us for the rest of the fucking night?
Do it. Let me try. I'm William fucking Montgomery.
That's worse.
Oh my lord, it's a lot of pressure to do.
I hate impressions.
I don't know.
It's got to be the worst.
Impressions are just because you're not interesting as yourself.
Impressions or ventriloquists?
I can do Cam Patterson.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, boy.
It's just sound effect. Pew, pew, pew. What's up, boy?
What? Okay.
They not like us. They not like us.
A minor. That was a great campaign.
I think so. I think I've got it.
I can do David Jolly.
Oh, nice.
A minor.
That was the exact same.
Yeah, a little more gruffy. A little more gruff to it. Yeah, that's the thing too Austin got recently was black people. And that's been great for us. Yeah. There was a time period where I was one of the top black comics in Austin. And that was a big problem for the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one wanted. It was like David Lucas, me.
Wow.
That was not
You're
good.
a little blacker than David Lucas.
You're just getting pushed down?
Yeah, it's bullshit, dude.
You
That's
sound
what they
blacker
do.
than David Lucas?
No, he is.
Oh, okay.
I'm blacker than David Lucas?
A little.
Maybe. I don't know. Black people might like me more
Not
than
from
they like
afar.
David Lucas.
You say the N-word a lot more.
He says the N-word. I haven't said the N-word that
He said a lot
time.
more. He said a lot more. And listen to the devil is in the details there, my friend.
I've heard that he's even said that he doesn't do that great in front of black audiences.
No?
That they were the ones that got mad when he did the George Floyd joke. Oddly enough. That was weird.
I didn't get mad.
No, I thought it was awesome.
I didn't.
I was in full support of it.
I said preach. That's it. All right, comedy's over. Time for a lesson.
Show the video. Let's see it. Bring down the fucking slides.
Yeah. Well, it's an odd one, isn't it? Because there's very few comedians out that do both black scenes and white scenes. Like
it's hard.
It's a very segregated sort of scene.
That's a good
well,
word.
We're from like a scene like that. We did a lot of black rooms.
Yeah. But it's kind of, I always think it's kind of like there's almost different styles.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Oh, 100%. And for us in Washington, it's like being by Seattle, everything's so like PC.
Yeah.
So then the black scene is not like that at all. They're more just like, if you can go in front of like 60 black people and not make them hate you, you do comedy. We don't care what the fuck you're saying. But it's a lot of pressure too. One of the first black crowds I ever did, I was like, how you guys doing? They were like, do jokes, faggot.
Nice.
I was like, I mean, That's
I
what
like
I
it.
needed.
Yeah.
That's gonna kickstart me.
There used to be a show, and I think it's still running up in New York called Mocha Mondays. It's like the oldest open mic, but it's not even an open mic. It's a real show.
Oh,
But it's
okay.
been around since like the 90s or something. So everyone's done it. Every single comedian that's ever gone through New York has gone up to do that show.
Even the white comics.
Yeah. It's like they all know him. Smokey Suarez is the guy. Very, very funny comic. But
Nice.
they give the audience member keys, or they take their keys out, and if they don't like you, they jingle their
jingle
keys
their
in your
keys.
face. So
That's
if it's not going well, you just start hearing. It's
I
the
love
fucking.
that.
And if you do well, you feel like it. If you do well in that room. Because you're going in there, there's like not even many white comics on the fucking lineup. There's no white people in the crowd, really. You go up and do well, you will be on the way home like going, fucking.
I can
like a
imagine.
king.
Well, yeah, because you know what's at stake.
I'm an interracial comedian. Cross borders. Everyone loves my cum jokes. you will feel like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of my wife tonight.
Fuck
And
yeah.
if you bomb, you are fucking writing new types of fucking insults for these people.
Changing everything.
You are
coming up with new slurs.
You are
Getting
writing
more
new. Yeah, you could.
The N word could be worse. I'm gonna
Just
figure it
go,
out.
that's a lullaby for you motherfuckers.
For what I'm about to bring you.
Yeah.
A room full of fucking tar people.
I'm
Fuck
coming up
them
with
all.
new things. Yeah, just new things for you.
I'm gonna read Roots and figure something out after.
I'm
that.
gonna write a new thing about something you didn't even know you should be insecure. Something about their ears. How come we've never talked about their ears?
Their feet are
when
gay.
you bomb, and then they'll let you know.
That's awesome.
They'll let you fucking know, man.
Yeah, that's why. But that's why they're like the best crowds, though.
Yeah, I think one of the funniest things I ever saw up in that room was some dude like he just fluffed his lines. I don't know how he did it, but he had this joke where he's like gave an example and then like he like did a setup and then the example was like something to do with Oprah or something like that, and it was like
no.
that's like Oprah or whatever, and then I got a laugh, and then he did it like the continuation of the joke, and then he said and just like Oprah, but he didn't mean to say Oprah, he meant to say something else, and he said that, and then he paused,
They
and
sense weakness.
and everything went quiet, and then he went, I fucked that up, and the crowd went, ah! Like I mean, like that was the biggest laugh.
Oh, they loved it.
They
loved
loved
the fuck up.
that he fucked up, and they laughed at this guy so hard because he went quiet because he was doing well, and then he hit that second line, and it literally went, "Whoop," and he went, I fucked up, and the crowd went, whoa! It was fucking fun as hell.
Do you ever watch Showtime at the Apollo?
No, I've never seen it.
Do you know
It's
what it is?
so
Have you
funny.
heard
I
of
guess
it?
I know what it is. Yeah, I've heard of like when Patrice did it, he bombed, so he took his dick out so they couldn't air it on
Oh,
TV.
yeah.
Did you ever heard the story?
Yeah, that's true. I've heard that.
Yeah, but
badass.
Bert told us that
That's
story.
smart as hell,
He
honestly.
was he was halfway through his set and they were booing him, so he started taking off his clothes and pulled his dick out so that they couldn't get a chance to air it or something.
Well, it's brutal because the whole
Someone has to have that tape. Someone has
Oh,
to
they
have the
definitely- It's
out
ability
there.
to
Yeah.
fucking find that fucking tape. He's long
I gotta
dead.
imagine they like
His
archive that shit.
fucking his siblings are dead. His family's dead. He's long gone. Let's air the fucking Patrice O'Neill
Isn't
cock
his
at the
dumb
Apollo.
like wife still alive though?
His dumb wife is probably dead too. Who
Yeah, she
knows?
probably has diabetes also.
Whose side are you on, here, brother?
I want to see Patrice's
I'm just
dick.
saying, it should be out there. Love.
Hey, Colum, don't get me wrong. I want to see his dick.
I'm dying to see Patrice's dick.
Well, we didn't have cable.
He's one of my heroes. I want to see his
and we would
cock.
do this thing where you would take like a metal cable cord and put it in the back of your TV, and it would give you like 6 channels. And one of them was UPN. That was like a black network. This is why I'm in with these people because I'm trash like that.
What do those letters stand for?
Uppity people, and then just the N word.
It's just, I can tell you the first 2, and you can figure it out.
Uppity people. ... And
Asterisk, asterisk, and asterisk, asterisk.
and just a hard end.
Wow.
But I would watch it. And I had,
Racism, folks, huh?
it's the best. It's what I'm known for.
Yeah.
Every clip I ever post does okay. If it's ever racially motivated, it's like 9 million views.
Yeah, that does
I
help.
know what
But
people want,
You got to
you know?
find the balance, though, of like being
Oh,
racially
yeah.
motivated, but also enough that they'll let it be shared.
all the stuff I've had that's like racial go viral has been black people like it. Like I had a clip go.
This white guy
big
crazy
recently.
as hell.
Yeah, this white boy.
This guy,
too
white
wild.
boy spitting facts. You stupid, white boy.
White boy, you crazy.
You stupid.
Well, I had a story. I've said it a bunch on the podcast, but I think you will enjoy it. I was doing a show. There was like no one there. There was 4 black people or 4 black ladies in the front, and I mentioned the N word, and they were like, "Say it." I was like, "Can I really say it?"
No.
And they were like, "Say it."
No.
But I did it in such a I put my foot down and like turned it and I just said it.
He was like a
and they
little
loved it.
cute
They like
squirrel
clapped and
saying
was
it.
like, "Yeah!" And then the next comic goes up and said he was gay, and they left.
Oh, hell no. Oh, Lordy God.
No!
That's the devil. They gay boy the devil. That be the devil in
Bring back the N-word, boy.
Yeah.
We want that
They
guy.
getting photos with you and stuff. He a real one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they bought my merch, which is just a shirt that says the N-word on
White
it.
guy that says the N-word in private.
Yeah, but seeing the Showtime at the Apollo as like a young kid was just wild because I didn't even know what the concept was. But the concept is the new talent nights where you went up there and if they hated you, they would start like waving their hands.
Yeah,
and, like,
I know,
whooping
yeah.
your ass, and
It's
then you had to
great.
get up. And I saw one where it's a 13-year-old girl, Lauryn Hill, who went on to like be like a really big pop
I've
star.
heard of her, yeah.
Yeah, the Fugees.
She's 13 years
I'm
old.
aware of her.
She's not even doing that bad, and they're just like, "Get the fuck off this!" Like they're
Dumb
just
little bitch.
boo!
That's so
They're just
funny.
screaming at her.
Some of those shows, though, I like that because I was here the other night and they had that open mic banana phone and I watched it a little bit. Actually, honestly, if I didn't even know what was going on, I would have signed up to do it.
I would have loved to see you.
I would have
that.
signed up to be like do a minute or
Oh,
whatever.
you doing banana phone would be
and getting
incredible.
roasted by these guys. But here's
Yeah.
what I would have. So for anyone who doesn't know the premise, it's an open mic. You go do a minute. And then all the panel of judges roast you. It's a lot like
No,
one of
the crowd does too.
The
It's
crowd,
chaos.
the crowd is also allowed to
Yeah.
join in, and
Yeah.
then they just tag on you, blah blah blah, and then the comedian who's on stage is trying to like fight back and stuff like that. But I had already smoked a bunch of weed at that point. I was like, "There's no world I'm getting on stage."
You'd be too
Well,
scared.
it's also
no,
like
yeah, well, I just don't go on stage with high because it's
Yeah.
just impossible.
banana phone is so crazy that it can get out of hand. Like it
Who
gets
runs
to the
that?
point.
What's her name?
Her name's Candice Medina.
Candice is funny.
She's
Candice
fucking
is a funny.
awesome.
Yeah, she's a funny little comic. I call
Yeah.
her Miss Fortune Femster. That's not a bad.
She's gotten the Fortune Femster thing a lot.
Of course,
but the
because she
misfortune
looks
thing,
like
yeah.
they're both blocky lesbians. So
Yeah,
what do you
I
want?
was-
Like,
I thought she looks like the kid from Bad Santa. She's got that going on pretty hard.
or the Ghoulies. The Goonies. No, but it's funny. But here's what would have happened was I would have went down stage and immediately came out like fucking
Smash.
fuck
top
you,
dog.
fuck
I
you,
will fuck your mother.
all of you, fuck this fucking shit, and then they would have been like hitting me, and then I would have had a couple of rebuttals, and then they would have just been overwhelming, and then I would have had to walk off stage, and go fuck this shit, I'm going home.
gets scary. Angry.
That's exactly what I couldn't have just stood there getting beaten up. You can get beat up for a little bit, and then after a while, the hairs on your back start to fucking.
Well, I've
Oh,
noticed
yeah.
with that show, like the more experienced the comic and more like legit they are,
Yeah.
it's like the harder it is for them because they just get angry because they're like,
Yeah, of course.
"Oh, fuck this!"
I get-
I'm
you
just
get
kidding.
so-
It's just like
and-
you're gay. You're gay,
and then there's,
you're gay.
There's a panel.
You're just
There's a
like-
panel with like 7 mics, so you just
Yeah.
try to say that, and you're just getting wiped
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, it's
Still, it
it's
seems like
tough.
a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, because I work most Sundays at Mothership too, and I'll come here afterwards. It's always my favorite thing to do when I get off. Is just
yeah,
come and
Yeah.
watch.
I get it was packed. It seems legit. They don't record it.
I don't-
I don't know why, but
They
whatever.
should.
I guess
think.
so,
I
yeah.
think the idea is that they want to keep it.
I get that.
tight
Yeah,
knit so
yeah.
that everyone feels comfortable yelling shit.
Sure,
But it's like
sure.
people still are just yelling "you're gay" over and over again.
Yeah. But you know,
It's awesome.
someday you'll be fucking 34 and have no money, and you'll regret all of those choices.
You're gonna wish you had that.
You don't get many You don't get many fucking opportunities to get out of the mud.
That's true.
And
I know that.
recording your show where you call open micers gay seems to be a copy and paste. Seems to be a copy
Adam
and
was
paste.
on one of those shows
Yeah, I
recently.
bet I was on one of those your gay shows.
You haven't stopped fucking mentioning it. Jesus Christ.
You guys keep bringing it up.
The king of KT, he calls himself.
I will say that I have heard rumblings that it might start to be Kill Adam. And they are considering having me take over. I did
They're
hear
thinking
that.
of putting you in the Hall of Fame straight away. They might just skip all the steps.
No way.
You're the new Hall of Fame. You got no way.
No way.
No,
That's-
stop,
you got,
guys.
did you hear that?
All right.
Did you?
It wasn't
All right,
that
Oh,
good.
stop it. I barely crushed. Stop it.
I barely crushed.
No. It was like a 9.9 out of 10, barely, you know?
I mean, honestly, it went by so fast. I don't even really remember much about it. It's one of those things where I'm like, I'll just
Yeah,
see what
yeah.
it looks like when it came out.
That's what happens when you crush so
But
hard.
those bear pit shows are kind of fucking fun. Good, you know, they're huge in England too, where they have they gong nights, they call it. Right.
Oh, I love shit like
So
that.
they'll do
I
gong
have
nights.
one of those tonight. No, that's
yeah, but they
Tuesdays.
do it in England. So they'll do it. It's usually like a Tuesday or a Monday or a Wednesday when you can't really sell many
Yeah.
tickets. It's like $1 a ticket. They have them in the big fucking main room, so it'd be like something like at the fucking mothership, right? And then
Yeah.
they throw out 3 red cards you know, because of soccer, to the audience, and then the host on stage sits on stage, and he has a huge gong, and then the guy comes out, and then you do your jokes. You get like 3 minutes or some shit, and if they don't like you, the crowd start booing you, calling you shit, and then when they don't like you, they lift up the card. So then the host goes, 1 card, and so you know you've been hit, and then you keep doing your jokes, and then you might go 2 cards, and then if they get to 3, bong, the gong plays, and they haven't boos you, and then they boo you off stage. Where
and
it's
that's
like,
over. You
yeah,
have
the
to
music
talk about
comes
it?
in and goes like, it's like, I'm a creep, I'm a loser.
What the
That
hell
sounds
am I
great.
doing?
Yeah, I have a friend of mine, because it was a big deal back in the day, because the Comedy Store in England is it's a big fucking club, and you could get on it. They have the show maybe once a month, and but people would fly over from Ireland to do it, because if you won it, they brought you back to do like a guest spot on a weekend, and then if you did
that's
that, it was like a
awesome.
good progressive thing. But a friend of mine flew over to do it, and he walks on stage, and he was wearing like jeans, and he had these like gold boots type of thing, and he's walking to the mic, and someone in the front row goes, "He's wearing gold shoes." And they was like, "What?" And they go, "He was wearing gold shoes. He's wearing gold shoes." And he gets to the mic and he goes, and before he even says that, and he goes, 1 card.
gold shoes.
Yeah, and he goes, no. He goes, "I have a very funny story about the gold shoes." And he goes, 2 cards. And he goes, "No, seriously, guys." And then 3 cards. And they just ripped them off, and he didn't get a word in.
What a
They
fag.
booed him off stage, and he flew from Ireland. He had to go stay in a
He
hotel.
didn't get to do it.
Oh,
Well,
my-
fuck that guy for wearing gold shoes.
I know, yeah,
I love that.
Shout out to Mark Cowell. I wonder what you're doing
That's
now.
so
But
fun.
yeah, that
Probably
was,
not good, I guess.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
That's
Probably
a big
burned
break.
those shoes right away.
I
bet.
don't know what he did. I did it one time. I'm still pissed off about it. Because I did it, I got through, and then at the end they had like the vote. So the 5 people that survived the whole night, and then at the end they had like a vote off or whatever, and they kind of did it. Whoever the first, you know, when they would go vote for him or vote for him. Usually whoever second would get the highest laughs or something like that.
Yeah.
And they voted for the other guy at the very end.
that guy
It was
sounds
like
like
2
a
fans.
bitch.
Yeah, I was really mad about it. And he stole Louis C.K.'s joke about remember the N-word made my coffee.
Oh,
Like, this
yeah.
guy
Oh,
just
yeah.
N-worded the shit out of my coffee, literally verbatim, like, and was like, "Oh wow, that's great parallel thinking, you fucking dipshit." And I'm still mad about that. Like, that's the type of shit that would bother me for the rest of my life.
It's surprising there hasn't been more like stand-up comedy competition reality shows like at all. And like the last 10 years, there really hasn't been a big one since Last Comic Standing.
They
That's
had
all
Last
we
Comics
had.
then. Well, that's Kill Tony now. Kill Tony is.
Well,
the
I think
thing.
that's why it's so big. It's
What's
because
good?
there's nothing
are they
else
going
like
to
that.
Netflix or something? Is that the rumor?
I've heard rumblings of that, but we'll see. I don't know.
needs it?
I could be bad for them. I think.
Who knows?
I think you
Who
bring
gives a
too
fuck?
many eyes in on something. That's kind of when it starts getting shit on.
Well, you know, death is inevitable, so you might as well milk it well at the
yeah,
very
get
end.
as big as you can get.
Get the money out of it. while
Why
you can.
not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. You would think they'd do like a Last Comic Standing or something now, especially with how many like big up and coming comics there are now. But I guess people don't need it.
They should be just
They have-
the big comedy competition where it's like $1 million for the winner.
That'd be
and then they
awesome.
just, and like a lot of legit cunts get in there, like Dan Soder and fucking Carl
Well, we-
Kinane and stuff. They
we
all
did
go
that.
into it. Like,
Here,
although I honestly have no idea how much money these guys are worth. So like,
I don't.
Carl Kinane might actually, I have no
I
idea.
think $1 million is a lot.
I don't know.
for
If, I don't know.
Kyle
I don't
Kinane.
know if Carl
that'd be
Kinane
a
would.
lot for those guys.
You think Carl Kinane would do a TV show for $1 million? Like
Yeah,
a
no, I
competition
doubt
like that?
Kyle Kinane
But you're
has
not guaranteed
$1
$1 million.
million.
I don't
But
know.
I
Carl
think-
Kinane deserves $1 million.
If you can get-
Carl's the best.
He's one of the most underrated right
Anyone
now.
who does it, Carl doesn't get his.
I don't know.
fair-
He probably made a lot of money off that Comedy Central.
I think he made
thing.
a lot of money and now he's fucking crushing it. But he is probably the best comedian in the world.
He's probably well.
He's genuinely not joking. I think he probably is. I don't think there's many people.
I think Louis is
Oh,
still
he's
the
great.
best person.
Louis could be, yeah. It's hard, but he's not doing it, so I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I feel like
His last special was phenomenal, yeah.
Louis the best.
Louis
and
up there.
It
Obviously, you got
sucks.
Burr's
I don't
always
think there's
gonna be up
anyone
there.
that's even close though. Because I would
To
say,
Louis?
yeah, I don't think so. Like, I think Shane
I still
Gillis.
like Burr a lot.
Shane Gillis is Bill.
Burr's
Burr
still-
and Louis.
Burr's still my special.
But they've just been around for so long. You would think that at some point there'd be someone that comes along that's like slightly newer. I think Shane Gillis is like probably one of the best outside
Yep,
of those
for
guys.
sure.
But I do think there's a big gap, and there should be some more guys that are like actually getting close to that.
Yeah,
status.
but there's a lot of comics that people don't know about. Kyle Kinane or
For sure.
Rory
Kyle Kinane's
Scovel.
great.
Rory
Yeah.
Scovel doesn't get enough credit.
Scovel's awesome.
Scovel's incredible.
I think Adrian Appalucci is really funny too.
Adrian Appalucci's
She's
great.
a really fucking good writer.
Yeah, very nice person to me.
Not to us, really.
She has a bit of a cunty attitude, you know what I mean? But she's always like, I actually gravitate to people like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was the the same for
Like me
I
and her
work-
would just sit there and never say a word, and then I'm like, "Look at this dumb bitch," and she's like, "Yeah."
I met
That's
her.
how we would bond.
I met her a couple times at Skankfest and got that vibe a little bit. But yeah, I was never off put by it. But then I opened for her here, and it just
Had a good
it was
fun?
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just got like I kind of like liked that, so we got closer, and she's really cool. I think
Yeah,
she
she's
just
solid, yeah.
she doesn't want to open up with people right away, and I think that's a good attribute.
No,
Honestly.
no. Yeah, I've always been friends with people that are kind of shitty.
People who are friendly to everyone, you're just like, oh, you're fake.
Fuck off. Yeah,
Yeah, no
Fuck
one
off.
wants to be friendly to
Oh,
everybody.
They're like, "Good morning." Why? Why would it be?
oh, is it a good morning? I tried to kill myself yesterday.
Look at my teeth.
Do you think it's a good? Look at
Oh,
these
really?
teeth.
Look at this.
Look at these. Do you think any day is good for me? I had to tell my daughter to brush her teeth, and she points at me and she
Yeah.
said, "You don't."
I just had scrambled eggs through a straw. Do you know what that's like?
I've ate shit so much on stage, my teeth are
I,
like
had
this now.
I just had the NutriBullet bacon. Do you know what that's like? Do you know what that's fucking like?
For you, it's like good morning. Like I'm Irish. It's never been.
Yeah,
good.
no.
It's a word.
Hungover as fuck.
Dirty grass
And
people.
that's my probably we probably spoke about comedy too much. That's my fault.
It's
I
fine.
have no interest.
We
in
honestly
this.
we don't do that a lot on this podcast.
Do you guys go
No.
fishing?
fishing?
You guys fishers?
I
haven't
want to talk
done
about
it
fishing.
in a long time.
Fish? Well, hobbies.
We don't fish.
You don't fish?
No, that's the end of
Hobbies.
that one.
I
got another
mean,
one?
Do you do ant? Do you do ant? What do you do?
What do I do?
Or to pick out your costume?
He's good at
pick out your
paddleball.
outfit for too long. Did you spend too long picking out your outfit?
no, that's the one. That's his outfit. That's
That is it?
Yeah, that.
I
What's
spent
that?
20 minutes picking this out, and this is my outfit
He
for the rest
picks.
of my
That's
life.
been his outfit for like
yeah,
I'd say like
you
the
look
last
like
like
Billy
4
Joel
months.
in Uptown Girl.
Thank you.
real stolen mechanic
He
valet.
looks like he's gonna bully the Power Rangers. Like, you guys are dweebs.
Yeah. Hey, look at this. Dork Brett over here. Yeah, you're like one of those 80s bullies.
Honestly, outside of comedy, I'd say the second thing I'm best at is Dance Revolution.
That is true for him, yeah.
I'm really good at that game.
It's upsetting to
like the little
watch.
mat?
Yeah, with the little arrows.
Are you good at that?
I crush that
Dude,
game.
yeah.
It freaks people out.
Where do you do it?
Well, I have it at home. I don't do it anymore.
Oh, it's
So,
like a game you play at home.
I don't play it anymore. I got it for my daughter because I thought she might like it.
And then
but
let me show you how it's done.
I realized I don't have the fucking stamina
You should
for
see
it.
him at an arcade.
You should get one in back.
He has a whole
in the
fucking
the
method.
backyard. Dance.
Oh, everyone's
Revolution.
just DDR.
That's money, right
I'll bring
there.
mine. I'll bring
a
mine
dance
in.
mat in the back. No, like the arcadey version.
Oh, the
And then-
actual like little.
Yeah.
That'd be huge.
In
yeah.
the back there, you would make money. It would become a thing of the scene. You'd have Lemaire trying to do some dances on it.
Lemaire
Like,
just
that's
has
just
a heart
viral
attack
video.
on it. Ow!
Lemaire doing his little hippo dance or whatever.
Hey, just because Lemaire died doesn't mean I'm still not next. I still get to go next.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't hog the machine just because he's dead. That's
Yeah.
bullshit. Yeah, when I play, it's funny when I played at arcades because people watch not out of like envy, like out of like, what? Why is he good at that? Like that's bad.
So
for
yeah,
him.
you're not a little Asian boy.
I did a competition and got third place, and I beat an Asian girl to get third place. But
Wow.
third place was like $1,500, so I was stoked, and she was like really sad, and I was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yo,
well, she's
your
like-
daddy's gonna beat you.
Your dad wishes he smashed you on a rock right now.
Remember this feeling? That's called dishonor. Remember this feeling. You brought.
I Hiroshima'd your ass.
Oh. The world said, did you ever hear that story? It's like one of the world's best pianists was Chinese or maybe Japanese. I don't know. One of the fucking eases.
One of those little guys. One of those little guys.
Yeah, and he was playing piano and he couldn't get one of these major. He just couldn't nail one of these. And then the father literally gave him a knife, a knife, and goes, "You know what to do," and close the door.
Kill yourself?
Yeah, like literally goes, "Here's a knife. You know what to do."
And he did it?
No, he didn't. He learned the song.
Oh, that's
the
smart.
fucking-
I mean, I guess that's
But
good
he did say his
incentive.
dad was willing to be like, "You kill you." No, you either fucking play this right or you kill yourself.
That's
Figure
good
it out.
motivation.
That
He
is
played
really-
it right.
That's good motivation for
my,
sure.
my dad was like that with comedy. He was just like, "Fucking do a callback."
Really?
No, yeah.
My dad was like that with Dance Revolution. Dance your ass off. You press those arrows. I'm going to kill your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a useless thing to be good at. Honestly, comedy's pretty useless to be good at too, unless like,
Nearly everything's useless except for like doing heroin, probably. Really.
oh, if you're good at doing heroin.
In the grand scheme of things, it's really.
You can do heroin and still go to your job. That's pretty rad.
I wonder what the percentage of like, what's the smartest people in the world, like Mensa, like the smarter I get, the more like horrifying the world is, kind of. You know what I mean? When you start to think about, when you really understand the scale of what reality is and how like just fucking atoms and shit work.
Yeah.
Where you go like all our life is kind of like some bullshit, kind of an illusion.
100%.
We're more of the same thing than we are separate things. We're like a fungus that grew, and we're going to be irrelevant in another billion years too. Like our version.
we're a blink of the eye. We're
whatever
nothing,
our life is. Yeah. So I wonder how many people who Mensa like just literally go, this is all pointless. Let's just do H.
Let's just do heroin.
I wonder what
I'm sure that happens a lot. Well, I've heard from
the
a lot of
gravity
people,
of the situation gets so high that they go, let's just do heroin.
a lot of people who have like, gotten rich and like met other rich people and important people, like you realize how dumb even some of those people are. And that's what's really scary. When you realize there's like politicians and like people who really run shit that are as dumb as some dude in Nebraska.
Yeah, that's true. But then also, but when you get,
and the smarter you get, I think the more you realize that, and that's also scary.
That is true. But then the smarter you get, you also start to realize that all of that shit doesn't matter. Like
nothing matters.
Even the theory of cultural
So you might
cultures
as well
is
shoot
like,
up heroin.
just do fucking heroin.
Yeah,
Have
but
a
the
good
problem
time.
is
You're
with
only
that
here for a little
mindset,
bit.
you shoot up heroin, and then heroin becomes the only thing that matters, and that's your life.
Yeah, well, just being happy is like the only thing that.
There's a way to do it so it doesn't become your life. But I've never done it
I
because it
heard
would become my
smoking it
life
isn't as bad.
so hard.
Smoking H isn't as bad as yeah, that's what I heard too.
Well, I mean, honestly, we got a little bit of time left. Do you guys want to get some H? You guys
I
want-
could do it as a Patreon goal.
Is heroin that big in like Texas and Austin?
It's big everywhere. It's awesome. It's the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
It's got to be the best drug ever. And I think there are people that function on it.
Oh, there's a lot of people.
There's
that
people
are,
that do it and
they
then still
balance
have
it.
normal lives.
Yeah, they balance it.
If you
yeah.
can be like, I'm going to do H once a week.
There's people that are functional alcoholics. It's the same type of thing.
I've heard of that. I've heard of that.
Well, you must know it.
I know
you're
some
crushing
guys.
an IPA. I didn't even realize.
My second one.
I literally, I thought that was like a liquid death. Honestly, I thought that was
Drank
like
a couple whiskey
I thought that was like
cokes,
one of these
IPAs.
poisonous monster energy things.
Smart, right? Then on the podcast, it looks like I'm just crushing some liquid death. Really, I'm getting
Yeah.
2 p.m. drunk
Hell yeah!
before I go to work.
Oh my god, I want to get fucked up so bad.
Yeah, I was going to say, everyone's been talking about how gay you are for not drinking. There's a lot of people
At least they're talking about me, brother. at least I'm in the
Well, they didn't know
zeitgeist.
your
At least-
name. They
at
just
least-
said that
yeah,
guy that doesn't drink.
That Irish guy is usually a real hoot.
It's usually a
He's really
menace.
that guy is usually a hoot for an hour and then a problem for a few hours. It's not on the same
He's
buzz.
screaming at you at 3 a.m. at the bar.
I did 30 days sober, and my career started going so much better, and that still wasn't enough.
No, it wasn't worth it.
No, it was worth it 100%.
Maybe
I'm
you
just-
should
I'm
just
just
try
not a
heroin.
strong. I'm not a strong person.
No, I get it. I'm just picking my battles. I'm
I think it's
I'm going
great.
to I'm going to a
You
Mets
should do
game on
that.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I just did Tulsa for the weekend, stayed sober, brought Dean Stanfield with me. Shout out to Dean Stanfield.
Hell yeah.
Now I'm here for the week, staying sober, and I'll stay so. I'm in Chicago for the weekend. I'll stay sober, and then when I get home, Tuesday Mets game, I'm not going to remember a single inning.
Pinpoint that.
I am going to get so fucked up that it will be an issue for the kids that are also watching that
That's
game.
good. I think that's a good goal to have because that's what I want to do
Shirt
eventually.
off. Fuck the Jews written on my belly.
I'm gonna be watching that
Just an
game.
issue, dude.
You're gonna storm the field.
You're in handcuffs.
Hey, when you storm
Release
the field,
emails.
can you plug our podcast while you're storming the field?
Also, I think what is it? Filthy fucking gay guys podcast.
Yeah, the filthy fat faggots.
They think I'm just saying filthy fat faggots. Filthy fat faggots.
But they still somehow found us. through
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That was enough.
Yeah, if
I
you Google
guess.
that, we pop up.
Anyway, that's kind of how I'm trying to balance out my life now.
That's
where it's
good.
like very selective with when I get fucked up.
That's what I
That's what
wanted
I'm
to get
hoping to
to.
do.
I
but
think that's kind of what
I
normal
wasn't-
people do, though.
No, I think what normal people do is they have 3 beers and go, I'm pretty tired, time to go home.
No way.
I think that's what normal people do.
No,
Genuinely.
there are a lot of normal people that do that, and I think that's
fucking.
I can't do that.
crazy.
Yeah, once a beer hits my lips, I'm like, we're not going home
Yeah.
till 4 a.m. and I can't drive home unless I'm high on blow. So we might as well get some blow. I'm not going to drive home
It's for
drunk.
safety
What else are
reasons.
these guys doing? Watching porn and then just before they bust, they go, nah, I'm good. Yeah, that'll do me. I just watched the first couple of minutes of porn.
I
That
watched
was-
the setup.
Honestly, that was the craziest part when I was on Kill Tony. I told them about a porn video I saw where it's 2 guys fucking each other in the ass.
yeah.
No one had questions.
No,
Can you
yeah,
look
glad
that
that
up? I
makes
want to
sense.
see
I
that
saw
video.
Tony, Tony said that's breakfast or something, didn't he?
Yeah, Tony was like, shoot me a link. But
Yeah, Tony said that's where I start.
that's where I start.
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's definitely not where he starts.
Well, I think even if you're into gay stuff, that can't be where you start. You
Yeah.
got to start soft.
You don't think about that the first
I
time.
don't start with goth gangbang. I get to that probably about 8 minutes into the session.
Yeah.
I look couples in love. That's where I start.
Couples in love.
I'm away from all that porno stuff. I tried to.
Couples in love.
yeah,
you
you're not
end
doing
with a guy
porn either?
beating
I'm
a
away
woman
from
up.
porn. Yeah, trying to get rid
No
of it.
booze, no porn.
Trying to get rid of porn forever. Been trying to get rid of porn for a long time. And I did a 30-day no fap fucking.
How'd that make you feel?
How was that bust?
Month.
That big bust?
Almost like disgusting, actually.
Yeah, it's
when you hold back like that and you come, it's not like euphoric. It's more like
Oh, no, I
it's like
know.
diarrhea.
I was
nearly or
addicted to
something.
painkillers.
It's like you puke. It's a relief you get from puking. It's not an orgasm though.
I did a 3-month painkiller where you can't come on painkillers. It's really hard. I was doing them so much that when I quit, I didn't even mean to come.
Yeah,
I just was off them.
sneezed.
Yeah. I just kind of touched it the wrong way. It's like a wacky sprinkler. It just fucking goes everywhere.
But 4 weeks, like doing a full month, 30 days or whatever, is that's like at that point though, it's kind of like dangerous.
Were you getting angry?
Well, you're going to kill
No, I
somebody
wasn't.
eventually. You'll kill someone eventually, I think.
Yeah. You just got to lob it out. But I have all these blocks. So here's the thing. I have all porn blocked on nearly everything.
Oh,
but then after
wow.
a while, you just start to learn how to be like on TikTok bikini whores or whatever the fuck. You figure
I feel
out.
like that's worse. Now you're checking off to some girl
I
giving
know.
a
Life
cooking,
finds a way.
some girl giving a cooking tutorial. You're
I
like,
think
add the meatballs.
If I could, if the holy grail would be, and I think it could be attainable too, but would be to if I could just whack off to my wife. If I could.
Hey, that's what we all do.
I know.
Carrie, I love you, and that's all I've ever done.
Well,
since we
hey,
met each
listen, I can whack off to your wife for sure.
Hey, Colum, stop, dude. Don't do that.
bro.
She's going to get mad.
Bro.
I mean, you can. I don't care. You can do it. If you really want to. She's a nice lady.
Yeah, but if I could get to that, that's like the fucking best.
So just the image of your wife makes you come.
If I could do that, I'm saying. It's like the way I want to do a
I
fucking
can do that.
ultramarathon
That's
someday.
And I do that
romantic.
all the time.
If I could choose that's what I would choose.
That's
that would
so
be my
nice.
go-to goal. So I'm trying to get back to that.
I've
Good old
done that.
Christian biblical fucking porn.
I've done it.
You've done it?
I've done jerking off to my wife.
I know
before.
we've all done it.
It's just,
but it's like that's all you do.
it's hard. It's like just being like, I'm only going to drink like one beer.
No, it's
the
not only
equivalent.
that. It's like saying
No, just one beer one time.
it's like saying you're only gonna eat one food for the rest of your life, and when you're hungry, you're only gonna think about that food.
It's so crazy.
You're not even allowed to think about pizza.
Unrealistic. Not even like a fat black piece of pizza.
What if barely legal hamburger?
18-year-old pepperoni.
Yeah,
Gets eaten so hard.
dirty whore chicken wing passed around by
Thai boy pasta?
9 black dudes. Yeah.
Lady pasta that actually has extra sauce.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. But that's look, we all have to have our goals and ambition. All I want to do is I want to go hiking. I want to go fishing. I want to jerk off to my wife. I want to do comedy clubs that fucking don't pay me very well.
It really gets you, dude. It takes over you. It's
coming?
hard. Yeah, you gotta
needing
come.
to come?
Like it's such a big part
I
of
know you
life.
got to come, but it's
Yeah.
like the world is just so fucking sexualized that it can't be.
Yeah, you can't just be coming
It's just-
24/7.
All that stuff that it's good to do, sure, but it's like, like a McFlurry and a pizza, all that stuff is just it's just too much shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's
It's
America.
like it's too much of like, no, pour the fucking jelly beans on the ice cream and put some syrup on the thing and shove it up your ass.
Yeah, and then show me your fucking cunt, you
Hey,
bitch.
what if we have cake for breakfast? Like waffles and pancakes. That's all. That's something an 8-year-old would eat at a birthday party.
And that's what we do all the time.
You go
man.
pour the syrup on the bacon. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, put the bacon in my ass.
Yeah.
Just shove it up
It's
there.
just non-stop. Oh, Super Sunday football. Let's have 9 TVs while we watch black men get CTE. It's like just all so much.
Hey, don't
Just-
take that from us, man.
I'm not.
all
I'm
we
just saying, one at a time. I'm saying, just
wanna
watch
jerk
one
off to
game.
my wife.
Just watch each game individually.
We should just have a month for each thing. Like this month is football. Next month is jerking off.
Yeah.
Next month is ice cream while we jerk off.
Yeah.
Jerk off makes his way back into most of the months.
I'm gonna be a muzzy, dude. I'm not gonna go fucking pure
A
muzzy.
muzzer? That's a
muzzard?
lot. A muzzard?
Jerk off to the
Solid
east.
one. Turkey muzzard.
That's a pretty good slur. Dude. A lot of muzzards here
Couple of
tonight.
muzzards, dude.
They're
Pecking away.
fucking gross as hell.
Yeah, I'm gonna go muzzy, bro. Just start randomly fucking whip out the yoga mat and pray towards Mecca at 2 o'clock at
I've
a
worn
gas
those
station.
robes before. They're comfortable as hell.
I'm sure they are.
Oh, they're so breathable.
I'm sure there's a lot of good stuff going on over
Well,
there.
yeah, I mean, they hate women. They treat them.
Do they all hate women?
Oh yeah.
It's not a hate. It's more like a control.
I had an Uber driver one time, and he picked me up, me and my missus, and then we got to the corner of where we live, and then we were leaving, and then she was like, "Oh shit, I forgot my wallet. Can we go back?" And we were like, "Oh sure." She ran back in, and then I turn around. He didn't say that, and then I just turned around to go, "She's always forgetting stuff. Can't bring her anywhere. She's always forgetting stuff." And he goes, "Well, all women stupid." And he goes, "That's right." He goes, "Yeah." And I started recording on my phone actually, but because it was so funny. But he starts explaining. He goes, "That's why in my country we give them burqa because women getting ready, they have too much to think about. They can't think about
Only eyes."
He goes, "They can't think about that. Do my hair, my makeup, my purse, my lipstick." So we put these like the burqa on, not distractions. No distractions for the women. People think it's because we don't want them to see. It's distractions. Women blind. And I go, "Oh, they're like horses."
Yeah,
I go, at a horse race when you put on the blinkers to stop the horse from getting distracted by the crowd. He's like, "Exactly, my friend." Then my girl gets back in the car and silence. He didn't say a word when she was in the car once. He never said goodbye. He never said nothing.
She's like, "Man, that guy was really quiet." You're like, "Yeah, he's a real quiet guy."
Yeah, real quiet. He's just fuming that he's driving some bitch around. He's fuming. He's so. Well, do you know what I was kind of laughing at? Was the idea like if you could go back, like people get like when people have interracial couples right now. Sure, there's nothing wrong with it. But the idea of like if there was like some sort of a time machine where you could try to explain that to like someone from like the 1700s.
Oh yeah, they
like
hate that.
Like if you told someone who was like a plantation owner that, hey, someday someone in your lineage will marry one of these people,
They'd be real bummed.
it would just be like, what? No!
Fuck! Please, no.
It would literally be like someone like your great grandson coming to now, and there's a photo of him, and he's married to like one of those claws that picks up things. You know, those extension claws, and he's like, "I'm married to that now." And we're like, "What the fuck?"
We might as well end the family tree now.
He's like married to a microwave or something. That's like that's the equivalent of them going, "What the fuck?"
I mean, to be fair, mixed race people are pretty fucking annoying.
Are they?
Yeah, well, the thing...
A little hybrid of fucking bad
I will
qualities.
say half black, half white. The problem is they have that white guilt, but then they also have that guilt to be black, and it just makes this really annoying.
Oh, yeah.
We've met a lot of people like that where it's just like...
Half black people are always
they're
so self-conscious.
overcorrecting, and they also aren't accepted by like either side.
This is the thing. Mixed race people have, they're not accepted by like kind of any side. They it's like Asian Americans. They're fucking Asians.
Yeah.
But when they go to Asia, they all think of them as Americans. So there's like no one likes them.
They're not enough there, and then here they're too much.
And it's the same, obviously the mixed race black people over here, because like then they get bullied in school because they're like called white skins and light skins, and then they come to us and we go, "Get the fuck off my property!
You don't even look
Get
at
off
me.
my property!
Don't even look at me."
I guess we just stop making them then.
I don't know what we do. I think we keep mixing the colors until it's that like
Everyone's gonna be like a
episode.
mauve kind of thing, like just like real weird salmon colored.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
yeah. Well, my family. I've mixed race in my family, and they're kind of getting to the point now where it's kind of like you're not white, but you're also not black. You're not really much of whatever. You're your own little thing.
You're not even really a person.
You developed your own little thing. Oh, they're more of a person than a black person, but they
I mean, they're right. It's like, like it's real close.
It's not a lost cause. Yeah. But eventually, I'd imagine we all just mix together.
There could be an uprising too.
But
Maybe the salmon people take over.
The salmon people are taking
What
over.
are they? Fucking Eskimos? What the fuck's a salmon person?
Like salmon color. Can we look up salmon? Like, isn't that a color? It's like a really weird, like just like in the middle
if we were
color.
It is a color, but-
How about like let's be fucking real and scientific with this shit.
Yeah, I think we're all gonna be that one day. I think that's gonna be
that
it.
could work. But like, let's be real. If you were to build the best human,
White. Oh, sorry.
fair enough.
bad, go
I
ahead.
want to.
I didn't chime in that.
Would you think white is if we were to build the best human?
A black's like athletic ability and a white's thinking.
Well, you go bright. Yeah.
Well, you can still do black internally muscles and stuff. But
Yeah,
I'm
black,
not the
I'd say
skin.
black athleticism, white mind. And then Asian, like just
White
like
mind is no. It's white. It's a spirit of the white man.
okay. So white, we'll go
We
white
have-
spirit.
It's more like a
We
white
don't
man's
have
heart.
no. This is the thing. Is we're not smarter. We're not
No,
more
it is-
athletic.
it is a, like, real, like-
So Asian mind,
It's like
white
it's like the way
spirit?
the salmon swim
Asian mind,
upstream.
white spirit is really smart.
No, there's something that makes a salmon swim upstream, and it's just something about a white guy that makes us just run everything better.
That makes
There's
sense.
something about us going, all right, you fucking idiots, give me a little bit of that. I'll market it. I'll make some money. Well, that's in our blood somehow.
Yeah, we're good at just being like, all right, everyone chill. You guys do this. You guys do this. We're gonna go chill for a little bit.
You go,
Don't worry about what we're doing.
Guys, everyone
We're doing
relax.
work too
yeah,
in the back.
guys, everyone just chill. Listen, I'm just gonna leave over here. And
Yeah,
don't
but what
worry.
are you doing? Don't worry about what I'm doing. You guys
Yeah.
go do all that stuff.
I'm
we're
definitely,
doing stuff.
I'm definitely not stealing all your ideas.
we're doing
I'm
stuff.
definitely making my own brand new type of music back there.
Dude, there's this whole thing going on now where it's like, you didn't know that these 80s songs were covers, and it just shows like big like pop 80s songs, and then it shows the original versions.
Yeah.
It's all these black guys.
Just
Everyone's
some-
like, I'm seeing a pattern
just
here.
a doo-wop version of Yellow Submarine. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Every song you've ever
a
heard.
bunch of black guys. Video killed the
Yeah,
radio. Well, that doesn't even make
Will
sense.
the real Slim Shady please stand up? Will the real Slim Shady?
Just dance. It's gonna be
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
I
But
guess white people are the best. At
I'm going
convincing
black
that.
skin. If I'm picking Anne, black skin.
Why black skin though?
I'd go light black. Light black looks
Because
cool.
at night you can kind of fucking sneak around.
You do it like a little camouflage.
No, I'm saying
true,
cancer,
dude.
skin cancer's
Yeah.
gone. You can live in any climate, I think.
Yeah.
Although it is genuinely closer to the sun, you won't get sunburn. So I'm picking black skin.
Yeah.
Black skin
But
works, yeah.
what if you're living like in Alaska and it's like really cold? Does black skin?
They don't like to be
Do
cold.
we have any is there any benefits to the actual white skin
Black
other
people
than
don't- well-
the job opportunities? But I
Yeah.
mean, like physically,
I mean, if you're a black guy in like snow, people are gonna notice you more. I guess.
polar bear's gonna fuck you up for
Maybe,
sure.
yeah.
Black people don't like cold.
You will, yeah. You're less camouflaged for sure. Okay, I'll give
Yeah.
you that. But I don't think there's anything that our skin is better than the black.
No,
person's
it's
skin.
weak. We have weak skin.
We
We
can
have
get
shitty skin.
Yeah.
we can get bank loans
Light
easier.
skin has several benefits. Yes, vitamin D production. Light
Well,
skin.
that's light skin, though.
Well, we're light skin.
That's what this is. We're light skin.
Yeah, that's what I'm
We're
saying. These are the
reduced
benefits
risk
to
of
what we
skin
do.
cancer.
Downside. Wait, what's that? Folate depletion. People with
Downside,
light skin
you
who
ain't
live near
black.
the equator are high
Well,
risk of.
black skin, you have
What's folate depletion?
more-
Just against skin cancer?
Sounds sexual.
Okay. Vitamin D production. Light skin absorbs UV radiation more efficiently, which helps produce vitamin D, which is important for calcium development and other bodily processes. The brain.
Well, also it says you have more risk of skin cancer, but it also says you have less risk of skin
We
cancer.
have less risk
Well,
of
I don't
diabetes.
trust this. These
too,
AI
apparently.
overviews are all wrong. They just all these AI overviews that they just fucking grab random bits of
Yeah,
information.
they tell you shit that doesn't make any sense. I'll Google shit all the
Yeah.
time and it gives me answers that I didn't
You
even
got to
ask
scroll
for.
down a little bit more, but the more color options.
Well,
pale
she
skin-
seems like she knows what she's talking about.
Light skin proves to be better observable qualities. Yeah, so but what's who gives a fuck? So black people are less likely to have
Light
vitamin
skin
D.
is better and just chiller, more pure. Those are three good things about it.
I'm just saying, yeah. So, but obviously, you
But
know,
you're
say-
choosing. You want black skin.
I'm
You think
choosing
that's-
black skin so that I don't have to put on fucking sunscreen every
but
time we go to the beach.
You can't wear hoodies down nice neighborhoods anymore.
That's true.
I don't do that.
You can't speed.
I'm not a chick on her period, bro. I'm not wearing a fucking.
You can't speed in your car without possibly getting shot in
No,
the
but
head.
then now the cops are black.
That's true. They're,
you
well,
want
black
the
cops
whole
are still
world to
pretty
do this.
racist.
Yeah, of course. but
Yeah, well,
all
they
cops
have to
are-
be.
All cops are kind of.
You take a racist test when you go in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But now, well,
gotta
here's-
get 80% or higher.
But here's what you'll realize, because a lot of America, because I come from a country where we don't have much racial
Yeah.
systems, like it's all class divisions. So a lot of people in America have mistaken, they think things are racial problems when they're really
Very
class
class
No,
problems.
we have that just, classism is the main thing.
But you
then-
don't realize that it just happens. No, it doesn't just happen to be, but it is that most of your poor people are black. Like just most of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why you've kind of considered this.
But also when-
poor people get fucked in the ass every single. If every single person in the world was black, you'd see the same. There'll be a division of neighborhoods still.
Well, it's
being
just
like,
But then
India.
you-
They're all Indians.
When you talk to like
Yeah.
actually rich white people, they all the people they view as poor are every race.
Yes.
It's all over the board. Because to us, we're like, yeah, most people in poverty are black. But to them, they're like, you got anyone below us is poverty. So
anything
it's
less than
everybody.
100 mil is like fucking.
Yeah, I mean, a rich person will respect another rich black person way more than they're gonna respect just some fucking middle class white guy. They don't give a fuck about you.
That's true. They just want power or whatever. But I think this is the solution. We have to all fucking wear blackface.
I think that works, and if we do it enough, they can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
It's like they can't fire all of us.
No, but this is we're trying to be inclusive.
I know.
We're trying to build a community. We're trying to come together.
I just think this argument's going to be a little bit harder to make when we're all wearing blackface. guys,
no,
chill
out. We're like, no, guys, this is to bring us together. Why are you wearing white gloves? It ties
Why do you paint your lips so red?
Yeah, it ties the costume
It's
together.
just being Colum surrounded by 300 black people. Everyone chill out for like. Let us just explain ourselves.
Oh, chill out, man.
Everyone calm the fuck down. You motherfuckers need to chill.
Can you dig it, suckers?
God damn.
That'd be pretty funny. That's the only speech you learn from.
Can
you dig it?
You dig it? Yeah, that guy got shot.
It was him. It was the Warriors.
Is he doing the Warriors? I think they're doing a full Warriors.
I think that could rally them up.
Oh yeah.
Can you dig it?
That was pretty mixed race. Warriors was mixed race.
Warriors was quality, bro.
Oh, it's great.
Great.
Movie.
All right. Well, I think we're winding down. What do we got? We're a little over an hour.
We did like an hour and a half.
Hell yeah.
Oh, fuck
Love
yeah.
a 90 minute.
That's what you do when you bring an Irish
Love a
guy
90
in.
minute pod, bro.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, let's do another hour and a half. Fuck it.
No,
Have you ever
no.
killed a woman?
Not
just kidding.
yet. Not yet. I wonder how I'd feel about it. Do you ever just question with things like that? Like, if it was a situation where you killed someone, how would you truly feel?
Oh, do you
about
ever
it?
not think about stuff like that?
Oh yeah.
Murdering
crazy.
people or whatever?
Yeah.
I think if you
about it.
absolutely still hated the person, you would still feel like terrible.
I think if I was like fucking taking a corner willy-nilly and I crushed some Mexican kid on a fucking bike delivering fucking pizza,
Oh, no.
I'd feel pretty bad,
Yeah.
for,
That's
for the
bad.
family that didn't get their food.
They'll send more pizza. That's going to be an hour.
No, it's late and you have to give them free Cokes. You apologize to the delivery, like the pizza.
you
They call
apologize
it
to
like, hey,
Papa John's.
Yeah, oh man, I'm sorry. I put it on my tab. I'm sorry.
You go back for the pizza. Where was this supposed to be delivered?
Guys! Someone ring another delivery driver.
The little Mexican boy hands are
Hey,
still
sorry,
on
your
it.
delivery driver died. Well, how's the pizza? Can it still be delivered? There's no
That's
way he
actually
hit
flawless.
everything.
There's a little Mexican blood on it, but
Nothing wrong with that.
It's spicy.
Yeah, a little jalapeno sauce.
A little hot sauce.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, fuck it. Dude, thanks for doing it. Do you want to plug anything? You got anything coming?
Check out my podcast, the Colum Tyrrell podcast, and then I'm on the road all across America this year and next year. ColumTyrrell.com for all those tickets. I got loads of dates coming up, and if you want to see me, come see me. I think I'm pretty good at stand-up.
Fuck yeah, he is. That's a good...
Not great, but good.
Pretty good.
I'll do that. I'll give myself pretty good.
Nah, you're fucking crushing it, dude.
Thanks,
You're
buddy.
Hilarious. For us guys, yeah, just like and share all that shit. Like I've been pushing on you guys. You got to send clips of this podcast. You got to send links to this podcast to people like your aunts and stuff that you know will hate it. And you got to build it like it's going to be something they like. So like if they like Kamala Harris, say that we talked about Kamala Harris and then send them that clip of me screaming the N-word really hard. I just think that's going to really help us. That's mostly what I'm leaning into right now. Comment on stuff. Filthy Show Podcast Instagram's been doing better. Check that out. A lot of people are writing mean stuff about us, and get in there. Say the same kind of stuff. And if you guys find out any new slurs, send us those too. We want to hear about that. And yeah, so thanks for that. I'm _ Adam Luckey on Instagram. Chris is Rees Comedy on Instagram. And thank you guys so much. I can't believe you guys still listen to this. We're still going for some reason.